Okay, now we're back. Hi!
We sure about that?
I hope so.
Okay.
I really hope so.
There was a lot of text.
There was a lot of text and a lot of false cues by one Dom Zook, but we love him anyway.
The one and only Dom
The
Zook.
one and only Dom Zook. So, hi, my name's Stephen Pope. I'll be not your storyteller, but your master of ceremonies today. And today, we're playing my new favorite system of all time, ever, City of Mist by Son of Oak Studios. And oh my god, I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited for this game. And who the hell are you two?
In real life, or?
No. So, Kelly, you've been on Saving Throw before, right?
Yes.
But this is going to be your first, recurring show.
Yeah, I did a
Awesome.
4-part miniseries here, and I've done, some drop-in stuff, but yeah, this is my first time coming back, and you will regret it.
Oh, awesome. I don't know if you're familiar with Uncanny Valley, but I live in a constant state of regret, so it's perfect.
Me.
And we started at the same time. Hi,
We
Alyssa.
did, yeah, we did. I've been gone for a bit, but I'm back. I was Ember on Dark Sun, and I'm coming back for City of Mist, and I am effing stoked.
So, effing stoked. Speaking of Ember, my good buddy from Uncanny Valley.
I didn't know I stole someone's name.
I know.
Oh.
Now you two have to fight.
I don't want to fight. No, they'll win. I play badasses because I'm a wimp.
Oh, fair enough.
That's my secret.
You want to introduce yourself?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm Buckle. And I play Ember on Uncanny Valley, and I'll be the storyteller on Uncanny Valley Season 3, which will be a podcast.
Yes.
Nice.
That's very cool.
Yes, on the Saving Throw Podcast Network, which is
It's a
something
thing.
we have now.
It's a thing, people.
It's a thing.
Interesting.
And who are you?
Who am I? I'm Michael Holmes. Let's see. I had previously done Masks, the new generation with Steven.
Yes.
I think there was an NPC named Ember there, and then I also did Phoenix Dawn Command, and there was definitely an
Running
NPC
theme.
called Ember there.
There was definitely an Ember on that.
I'm the most handsome and modest person that will be on the stream today.
Yes, he is.
And I'm also.
Rude. I'm offended.
Yeah, I take offense to that.
And I'm gonna go wait in the car for 3 hours until the game's over.
No. You signed a contract.
Did I? Is that what you needed that vial of blood for?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Duh.
Okay. And I, too, am looking very, very forward to City of Mist. I actually wrote an article about it for Geek and Sundry some time back when they were still in their Kickstarter mode. They just met their first goal, and I'm so glad to see where they are now, and it is my favorite RPG on the market, regardless of genre.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
So there you go.
And if you're just tuning in, welcome. This is Saving Throw Show's Sub-a-Thon. That's how we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, though me and Michael are the only ones wearing green.
Oh, yeah,
I have a cup.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's right, it's Christmas.
I'm protected by
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
My pencil screen.
Oh, nice.
It's not mine.
Wait, I think you stole that from me.
It was right here.
So, usually we are kind of a channel that runs on donations. It keeps Dom Zook off the streets and it keeps our lights on. Dragon Gym, thank you.
Woohoo!
And that's what we're trying to get today. We're trying to get subscriptions because we really need them. We're dying. Dom isn't the only one who has to sell himself on the street right now. Not going into that. So, right now, we are going to be, well, not right now, but throughout the show, we'll be adding more stuff to the raffle we will have at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, where the winner will, right now, just receive a PDF copy of City of Mist. Great game. It's 500 beautiful pages. It's awesome. But the more subscriptions we gather, the more things will be added to the raffle. So check that out. So, who's ready to play?
I'm super ready. I am really super ready.
This is the first time I've really meaningfully been out of my house for 3 weeks, so yeah, I'm ready.
You just had a baby.
I know, and that's why I haven't left the house in 3 weeks.
By the way, he had a baby. Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Golf claps.
Thank you. Yes.
All right. Jemathis.
Jemathis.
Thank you for the resub. Mwah. So, the city is a dark, mysterious, and sometimes nonsensical place. There's a large mountain range that just kind of separates it from the rest of the world that some people happen to live in. And there are some beautiful sequestered little suburban areas next to some nightmarish mafia-owned hell pits.
I don't know
That
why
seems
you're
right.
looking at me, Steven.
Jack Avalon. I hope I'm saying that right. And
Jack Avalon?
Jack
Jack
Avalon.
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 Oh, that's an
Avalon.
awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Oh, rename your kid to that. That's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna get right on that because that's not
Jack
difficult at
Avalon.
all.
It won't be hard. What? Fill out the paperwork. How hard could it be? However, today in the city, and just so you all know, nothing outside the city matters. You don't leave the city, because why would you? Everything you need is in the city. And right now, the city is currently unified in their St. Patrick's Day celebration. Now, we are going to start off with Missy Littleleaf. So, tell me about your little neck of the woods.
I'm from just outside the city, suburbia. I'm a PTA head. I'm also head of the wine club where I make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm also head of the homeowners association because Jerry keeps trying to leave his garage door open, so someone's got to make sure that it stays closed. So basically, I'm pretty much just in charge of everything, making sure that everyone is doing what they're supposed to and not having, too much fun or happiness, because really it's all about leisure. So I'm also looking for my husband because he's gone.
There's a lot to unpack there, as my psychiatrist likes to say. But, okay, so what is your block planning for the St. Patrick's Day Parade?
Well, I've decided to mark off each block in a 6 foot by 6 foot radius, and I've decided that I think I can get people to, I'm going to assign them to each 6 foot by 6 foot block and make sure that they're exhibiting the proper amount of merriment for this celebration. I'm yet to see if anyone will actually do this, but force.
Healthy. All right. So, as you're planning this whole event, and I assume you're at your dinner table and you have a very nice color-coordinated grid set up and everything.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Radiant colored, so.
Yeah. You receive a text alert. I assume as someone who's very, very organized with a very, tight schedule, you're all about that.
Yes, I have exactly 2 minutes to look at and respond to this text message.
Yes. Sadly, it's a reminder that in 40 minutes you have to be at the Coffee and Wine to go see a friend of yours perform. It's the St. Patrick's Day thing, and by God, you promised.
Okay, fine. I'll go and I'll go see my friend perform. I was feeling really happy doing this organizing thing, and I want to make sure that I'm not feeling too happy, so I'll bum myself out by watching my friend perform.
Of course. Now, real quick, what is your mythos?
Nemesis, the Greek goddess of making sure that no one is unduly happy. She strikes down people and takes the happiness of people that she thinks did not deserve that happiness, and she's very concerned with order and being the person to mete out that order.
Cody, this is our first time gaming together, and I just have to say, I'm very happy about that.
Oh, good.
I'm terrified.
Well, that's good, because we're going over to, what's your neck of the woods like, Crash?
Well, we call it the Boneyard.
Ah, the Boneyard.
But the police, they just call it the ghetto. They're very judgmental of the way that we do things here, but that's just because they don't understand our system. We have a very orderly system. It's fair. You don't touch our things. That's really all we ask. You don't touch our things. And yet people can't stop. They can't help themselves. They have hands that reach out and touch things, and then I gotta whack them. I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand why these rules are so difficult for people to understand. And I'm saying this out loud to a man under my boot. So do you understand now the very simple rules of this neighborhood?
Yeah, I get it. He's just trying to get out from under your boot. You took...
And do you understand well enough, and I want to press the toe right into his cheek, do you understand well enough to explain this to your floozy friends over at the club on 3rd?
I'm going to need you to go ahead and roll me convince.
All right.
Now so I'm going to go ahead and explain the mechanics of City of Mist because I didn't do that earlier because I'm very excited and on a lot of caffeine today. What? I'm going to get drunk later. That's obviously the best plan of action.
Yeah, nothing could possibly go wrong with that.
Nothing. So, City of Mist is a wonderful combination of Powered by the Apocalypse and Fate. They don't have numbers for their stats. They just have a list of awesome things they are. So, for Convince, I want you to just go through everything and tell me what you feel would apply to this thing.
All right. Well, I think a level head is fair.
Okay.
Okay, because I think I'm being very articulate for a violent scenario. Saw that coming, I think, because I'm anticipating further trouble with these people. And manipulate stooges, because this guy's clearly a pawn.
Oh, of course.
Spot a weak link, because, hello.
Oh, yeah, he's under your boot. He's definitely a weak link.
And my favorite, make them scared.
Ah, yes. So that means you are going to roll 2d6 plus 5.
All right. That's a shitty roll. That's an 8.
That's an 8. So that means you got a 7 to 9, and they were going to give in a little but protect their own agenda. So he's going to look up at you with these terrified, blood-soaked, and currently boot-imprinted eyes, and just be like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll tell the guy, I'll tell him to leave you alone, all right? Just please don't hurt me anymore.
All right, scram.
And he just runs. From your car exits this tall, lanky, you would call him goth, but he's not goth. He's just grim looking. No, Crash, was that necessary?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what that...
It was fun.
It was fun. You sound more and more like my husband every day. That's scary. That is scary. Do you know what my husband does? He's like a god of chaos among men. It's just horrible.
Considering I just know, I probably do.
You do know. This is Hank. Hank is married to Paul. Paul's Persephone. Hank is Hades.
Oh, okay. Cute.
Yes. You're just going to... You know what? I'm not going into this. Job is done. I'm going to go get a drink. We have about 30 minutes before what's his name's going to take the stage, and I don't have the energy for this today.
Exo Girl Wonder.
Exo Girl Wonder, thank you for the resub. Mwah. So he gets in the car and he just kind of holds the door open. Hmm?
Sure, why not? I get in the car.
All right. Now, Bren, where are you?
I'm in the mountains.
Yes.
That's where I stay.
You are in your isolated little section. It is right on the city border.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's basically...
It would be further if I could move the mountains, but I can't.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep imagining your place is kind of like Charles Manson's house layer thingy with all the cult kids, but better?
Minus the kids.
Minus the kids. Minus
Animals
the hippies.
instead.
Yeah. It's like a really fucked up version of Snow White. I dig it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what are you doing today? Because you know it's St. Patrick's Day. You know you're going to get a lot of drunk people wandering up here. You're going to get some pagans dancing around in the nude, burning something again. Pagans. What are you doing?
I'm trying to keep inside and trying to keep quiet. I'm forging, as I always am forging weapons. Making stuff that those pagans that come out here for their fun times, you know, I mean, yeah, they get a little high, they get a little drunk, they get a little willing to buy things, and so I get a little more willing to sell than I usually am.
Fair enough. Do you have a cell phone?
Fuck no.
Do you have a landline?
Do you have a landline or a calendar of any sort?
I have a calendar.
Okay. On your calendar is written coffee and wine today, with a little frowny face, I imagine.
Yeah. Oh, obviously.
Yes. Are you gonna go?
I wasn't going to, but my little squirrel buddy sitting on my shoulder saw it, looked at me, and I said,
Come on. You have to do it.
yeah, fine. I get it, yeah.
Yeah, no. Listen. You're borderline a hermit, and I'm your best friend. I'm a squirrel. I don't have that long of a lifespan. Luke Bartek, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you. Listen,
Yeah.
I don't have that long of a lifespan.
You don't have to remind me every day.
I'm just saying. Time is like sand through an hourglass, you know? I saw that
I'm
once on
going.
television.
Yes, I'm
okay, good.
I will go.
I'll be
Thank
here.
you.
Do you want me to sell the stuff to the... They're probably gonna drop some bad LSD. Do you want me to sell it for you? Turn a profit?
Yeah.
Okay,
Get some favors.
you got it. Fist bump. Boink.
Little baby.
It is. It's more like a fist tap. Yes. So how do you get to the city proper?
I walk.
You walk?
I walk.
Oh wow. All right. As you continue to walk, it is a blistering, miserable day. It's sticky. It's humid. You gonna do something about it? Or
I'm gonna do something about it.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try to make it overcast. Maybe a little bit, not too rainy, but maybe some drizzles.
All right. So go ahead and you're gonna roll to change the game.
I'm gonna roll the change.
Tell me what power you're gonna use though.
Oh. Well, my adaptation. I'm gonna use Weathering the Storm. I can change the weather.
All right.
Aw.
Oh,
Nice.
that is a straight 12.
All right. So we are going to give cloudy. You want it cloudy, rainy? What would you like to tag? The scene?
Yeah, rainy.
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 All right. So whenever a tag is given to a scene, it can help or hinder the players across the board. I don't know if they can read this. I hope they can. Probably can't.
Rainy.
Rainy. So it begins to drizzle, and I'm only happy when it rains, starts to play, you know, off screen. And finally, that leads us down to the only person who seems to be having any fun today. Dashiell, what are you doing down by the wharf today?
Well, it is St. Patrick's Day, so I'm enjoying it in the traditional manner, and I'm getting shit-faced drunk.
Damn right you are.
Well, I mean, it takes a little bit more for me to get shit-faced drunk than some of the people I'm drinking with, so I'm making sure that everybody's having a fine time. But, yes, you know, it's a day for celebration, especially for the people in the Tuatha Foundation. So,
Oh yeah.
yes.
You are having a huge party for the Tuatha Foundation today, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And hanging off your shoulder is Lawrence O'Gill. He's your right-hand man. He's a good guy.
Larry.
A bit of a fuck-up.
Larry, you all right there?
Oh. No, I was all right 4 years ago. Now I'm great. Now I've got to be sick. Nope, I'm good.
All right, well, make up your mind, and what can I do for you?
I have a yacht. We got people. We should go party.
That is certainly one way to approach the celebrations. Are you sure that's such a good idea, though? You know, Larry, I enjoy a good time more than anyone possibly in the entire Tuatha Foundation. But, you know, I've got to make sure everybody takes care of themselves.
And he just turns and vomits.
Fair enough. So I look longingly out of the water, and I've got my glass full of very rare, very old whiskey. And I take a sip. And I have a feeling there's a reminder of something I'm supposed to do.
No, but as you look out in the water,
Okay.
you do see a very well-decorated boat.
Well, that's odd.
What's... Hey, it's my boat.
Well, it looks
You
like
see on the side it's written Enbar.
Enbar? Okay.
Enbar. Gotta get the rolls. Our rolls.
Well, I mean, it's St. Patrick's Day. I'm sure somebody thought it was their boat and took it out by mistake. Would you like to see what I could do to perhaps get it back in its rightful place there, Larry?
Aye.
All right, fair enough then. So, cell phone.
All right, what do you do?
Call the Harbor Patrol and let them know this is Dashiell Parker of the Tuatha Foundation. We're having a little bit of a party here, and it seems that one of our members' boats seems
And that's when the boat blows up.
I'll call you back. All right, everyone, there's no cause for alarm.
Everyone's in a panic.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I'd like to convince everybody that everything's fine, maybe.
Okay.
I really hope that was one of my bombs.
Might have been. Okay, so you're going to roll to convince.
Okay, so I'm going to roll with I'm the boss.
All right.
I like people, and I'm charming as hell.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I wrote hell.
That's what it says here. Charming as
Okay.
hell.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All
I
right.
thought I wrote charming as fuck.
Charming as fuck. And that is a measly 6.
Okay.
They are very panicked.
Oh, yeah.
And
no.
very drunk.
So since you failed, I get to hit you with a hard MC move.
Oh. Suck
And-
at MC.
Yes, and I'm the MC, so everyone is kind of in a panic. There's like, people are talking about terrorist attacks, this whole thing. And Lawrence looks very sober now. Mm-hmm. And he puts his hand on your shoulder and he squeezes. My spear was on there. Lawrence isn't just Lawrence, a good buddy of yours. Mm-hmm. He's Luh. Mm-hmm. He's kind of the he's one of the guardian riffs of the city. Mm-hmm. And you know his spear was kind of like a nuke.
Yeah.
Roboslaw.
Yay!
Thank you.
You came in at just the right time.
You really did.
Or you resubbed at just the right time. I see. Well, that's going to cause a bit of a problem with the rest of the day, isn't it? And let's hope it's just with the rest of the day. I'll see what I can do, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to take care of this.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to make sure that everyone, and it kind of makes a broad sweeping motion across the bay window and the club,
Sure.
Marina, wherever we are.
You're in the club.
Gesturing to the city as a whole. I'm going to make sure that everyone is all right. Now, see what you can do around here to get some heads level, brew up some coffee. I don't care what you have to do. I'm going to take care of this, all right?
Okay.
All right. Pause super quick. You had her identify her mythos, but not the rest of us. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to
Yeah,
hold
why
off?
don't you go ahead and identify your mythos real
Okay,
quick?
so I am Dachta, which is Gaelic for the good god. He is the god of masculinity, fertility, and a bunch of other really...
He has like a million jobs.
Yeah, a billion things, and depending on if it's Christians or pagans that are talking about him, he's either really noble or really oafish. So we'll see how that plays out. Like ancient Christians, yeah.
I'll have everyone else introduce theirs. Just
Yeah.
You were just so precise.
Insane?
A little bit, yeah.
Very specific.
Very specific. I just felt like it was necessary to bring that up.
Sure.
And speaking of that, Missy, you are there promptly at 5:45. The show's on at 6. You will be done at 7, and you will be back on the road in time to make it to the block party.
Okay, great.
Yes. And then it starts to rain.
What?
You're welcome.
You didn't plan for that.
Okay. I want to see if I can try and, this is at a coffee shop? Where?
No, the Coffee and Wine, you're at the Coffee and Wine.
Oh,
the Coffee and Wine is in a really not great part of town.
Great.
And it's a...
Pause. I like that it's coffee and wine.
It's the CW.
Well, I have a motif. Yes, it's in a not great part of town, and it's a just dingy lounge bar. It tried to be a coffee shop for a brief second in the 90s, and they never changed the name back.
Okay, great. I'm gonna see if I can convince the proprietor of this place to just donate any of the umbrellas that might be in a lost and found or just around, or any of the patrons that have left them by the door, to donate them to the block party.
Okay. So you go on in, and you find that it's dead. There's no one here except for this one and a very gaunt-looking gentleman who seems to be nursing a beer.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sorry, ma'am. We're not open for another 2 hours ago. Hi, I am Hank. How can I help you?
I'm
Yes.
fine. Hi, I'm Missy. I'm here a little early for a show. My friend is supposed to be performing, but that doesn't matter. do you have any tarps or umbrellas or something? I don't know if you know, but I'm in charge of the block party, and I just want to make sure that no one gets rained on. And it's not really fair that you have them in here, where the rain's not coming in here, but it's outside. So I just feel like, why do you have them and the outside doesn't, you know?
Go ahead and roll me a convince. Oh, that's a...
You know what I'm saying?
Right, certainly. I will go see if we have any in the Lost and Found. I will donate to your cause.
Great, if you can just get that done before the show's wrapped up, because I really can't wait any more time while I'm here, you know? Time.
Hank looks over at you.
Wait, you're gonna let her push you around like that, boss?
Absolutely. And with that, he goes to the law. He just leaves the room. There's a little, coat check thing that's mostly storage at this point, and you two are left alone. And there's a strange sense of familiarity between the two of you.
I know you?
Oh, I mean, maybe. If you're... Do you have a child enrolled at the just outside of the city USD?
Oh no, they took those parts out a long time ago.
Oh. Ouch. Do you are you excited for the block party?
There's a block party?
You must not have gotten one of my flyers. I've been flyering just all around 3 times a day, and no one, I feel like more people should know about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that sounds very exciting for you.
Bren, this is about the time. As the rain begins to go from a nice drizzle to a fucking torrent, that's when you walk in.
Good.
Now, Bren and Missy, you two actually know each other. You are part of the same crew, after all. Now, technically, we will be doing a whole setup episode and all this other stuff, but we're just going to go ahead and assume that this is a little bit further into the narrative of Legacy proper. So you two know each other, at least. Don't know if you're friends, but you definitely have a connection.
Bren!
Yep.
Bren!
Hi, Missy.
We'll have 2 club sodas.
I'll have gin.
You're hilarious. I don't work here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Never
Just
mind,
very
I'll get the
familiar.
gin.
You just go to the bar, grab a bottle. All right. Just then, from the back of the bar, someone kicks open a door. It sounds like and it's just a torrent of curse words in a very thick accent.
He works here.
And walking to the front is this person. Their only way to describe him is Captain Jack Sparrow circa 2015.
You mean like when he was new and at least moderately interesting as a character?
That's 2005, but sure.
Oh, yeah, I got the wrong decade. Never mind.
Yes.
Sad. So you're saying it's sad.
Luke
Luke in the chance.
Thanks, Luke.
I love it. Thank you. Crash!
What can I do for you, my kind, glorious sir?
They walk over to the table, and you know this person as, well, they just go by Karen. And they drop a fucking burnt to hell bag on your table in front of all 3 of you.
Are you serious? That could burn your wood, sir. You don't want to hurt your own table, do you?
I don't give a fuck about the table.
This will set off the fire alarms if you...
Oh, we don't have
I don't
those.
see that.
We can't afford those.
I immediately open it.
Go ahead and roll to investigate. That's a 9. What power are you adding to it?
Oh, burn, baby, burn.
Okay. So that's a 10. You receive, let's see, you immediately get 1 clue. Actually, you get, so what power are you using? Like what phrases from your power?
I make the weapons, I control their movements in the city.
Okay, so you get 2 because you rolled over a 10 and you use the power 1 for the roll. So you get 2 clues, and you can ask me 2 questions, and I got to be direct with you on what it is.
Ooh. Is what is inside the bag a weapon of... Is it a weapon?
Yes. It is actually a rather sophisticated bomb.
Is it rather sophisticated?
It's obviously been blown up. It's used.
Is it a maker that I have seen before?
Oh, yeah. It's yours.
Okay.
Some sick son of a bitch stole the boat that I was going to steal and then blew it up. Crash, do you know how much I hated when people steal stuff that I'm going to steal?
Yes, I know how much you hate it, but I've told you before and I'll tell you again, if you lack initiative as a person, then people are going to beat you.
Initiative? They stand on top of a chair. It's very unsightly. I'm Charon. I own the ocean. I own the river Styx, and I lack initiative now?
Yes, because that entitlement makes you lazy, and you know where laziness gets you?
Apparently with a blown up boat.
C'est la vie.
I don't mean to interrupt, but you did say I own the river Styx, but you didn't mention any plans about any future things you wanted to own, so I'm going to have to second what you said and say that lack of initiative, honestly, it's stagnant. I'm Missy, Little Leaf. Hi.
What are you doing on this side of town? Who invited this?
What are you talking about? I blend in perfectly.
Hank, who invited this?
She's coming to see her
I
friend
can't hear any of you. I don't want to be involved.
She's coming to see her friend perform, like any decent friend would.
Yes, okay. I'm here to see him perform as well, but then again, my boat
Then
that I was going to steal.
Settle. I'm gonna use manipulate stooges to try and convince him to calm down. The real question is, where are the performers?
Go ahead and roll.
11.
11, yeah. Your friend, I've seen you around. I don't know if I've seen you. Your friend is doing something with his stupid jaguar jacket. I don't fucking know. Gemethus has given a reroll to Michael.
Aw.
And Roboslav has given one to Kelly.
Roboslav.
Yeah.
Is that how we have to pronounce that? Just going through.
Roboslav.
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 Great. Thank you. Thanks.
All right, also, we've unlocked a few things because of your subscriptions. They really do help. First off, well, we'll get to the first one real quick. It'll be fun. But we also have 3 rerolls for the table.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. You do keep them from dying horrible deaths. And also Get Juiced, which gives 5 juiced for the table that you guys can spend however you want. And juice is kind of a power to change the game, similar to how when you made it rain. Basically, you can spend that to create tags or bad things or good things for you guys. So
Dope. Cool.
dope indeed. And I'll just go ahead and mark that on the on my book here. They gave me these coins. I'm gonna use them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Fair.
And right before Karen is about to go into some sort of lashing out at you, the lights go out.
That was not me.
I found you, sinners!
Oh, God.
Hello?
I'm gonna roll to identify who is speaking,
Okay.
because I just know I have no blind spots and I saw that coming.
Okay. Roll with a 3. We'll count this as an investigate. That's a 10.
It's 10.
Yes. You get 3 questions.
So who is speaking?
It is, you don't know them personally, but you do know their god. The rift they're based on. The mythological figure that has taken root in the city. It's Thor.
That's not who I thought you were. Now I don't know who you are.
Is there anyone accompanying Thor?
I know Thor.
He's alone.
Does he have his hammer?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And the front door is destroyed. It is just kicked so hard it goes flying off the hinges, crashes into the wall, and standing there with his shirt open for no real reason, and he's like wet, and his hair is long and blonde. Well, he's actually long and ginger. It's a little hot, I'll be honest.
Is it?
It's Thor.
Oh, okay. Was that entirely necessary?
Silence! I have nothing to say to you. I actually don't know who you are.
Pity, I know who you are, Thor, and I'd appreciate if you put your weapon down before we continue speaking.
Do you expect me to put down my hammer?
Yes, I do.
Very well then.
Good, I'm glad we can do this like civilized people.
Yes. And he points to you. You giantess spawn, you monster!
I mean, that's a little extreme. But thank you.
I heard of your terrorist attack. I heard of the bad things you're bringing down.
I make them. I don't use them.
Who's this person on the chair? Hi, Karen. Nice to meet you. Ah, Thor. Nice to meet you. They shake hands. Yes, where was I? Right. And he grabs a bottle and he smashes it on the counter and he holds it out to you. On guard, monster! What do you do? Yeah, first thing they unlocked was Thor.
Yeah.
Well done, everyone.
I take out my hammer and I hold it out. My little baby hammer.
All right, I want you to roll me go toe-to-toe and tell me what powers you're rolling with.
Okay. I will roll with cut me down to grow back, which is what is the purpose of killing if no good comes from it. 7.
All right. With 7, you get to choose something from the list. One thing. On your little cheat sheet. I printed out a lovely cheat sheet for everyone here because as most Apocalypse World games, you don't have a bunch of like, roll for this, roll for that. You just have a very nice list.
Just a nice list.
I love a nice list.
I will get him good.
Okay, what happens when you get him good?
I remove the bottle from his hand.
Okay. You smack his hand and the bottle goes flying and it smashes against the wall and he is defenseless. I will give him the... that was a power 2 tag?
Yes.
All right. He now has the 2 tag defenseless. Crash, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pull out my sword from behind the bar and just stand by Thor's side because I don't stand by anyone fighting unarmed. Like, I asked him to put his weapon down, but that was before other weapons were drawn, and I mean, fairness is important in combat.
Okay, go ahead and roll to change the game.
I'm gonna use my powers: Deity of War, Swordplay is easy, a level head, and Friends high and low.
All right, roll a 4.
That's 10.
Nice. Okay, so with that, your sword and shield, they weren't there originally. Now they are. And you now have your sword and shield.
Great.
Yes. We'll give that a 4.
And my sword is a very sort of delicate rapier with a very ornate handle. Yes.
So do you have like
Very
a
nice.
buckler to go with it, or do you have like a big?
It's a finesse weapon with
Okay.
a sort of long, thin shield to block with.
Awesome.
And Missy, what are you doing?
I didn't like
would have
someone
to.
threatening my very good friend Bren. So I pulled out my my Sword of Tears, which is a sword that is created from the tears of those who I've stolen their happiness from.
Wow.
And I just
Dark.
It stores as just the handle, the thing you hold on to.
The hilt?
The hilt, thank you. And in my purse, and then when I pull it out, it's like the whole thing. And so I'm just like standing at the ready
Jeebus.
with my.
That's when Hank comes out. He has an armful of umbrellas, looks at the scene, turns back around, just goes and closes the door behind him. He's not dealing with this.
Smart man. That's why I like Hank.
Hank is a very smart man, yes. So, you have a hammer.
I do.
Thor has
Tiny hammer.
nothing.
Tiny hammer.
Yeah, I have like a forging hammer. Like it is like I have like a hammer and chisel. Like that's it.
You both have swords and you have an Aegis. Now, Crash, what are you a rift of?
Athena.
Nice.
I'm min-maxed.
A little bit.
I'm Athena. I'm good at everything.
Thor feels like he's a little outnumbered here. Also, there's a lot of, well, gender non-binary and women with swords. I wasn't prepared for that today. But this one blew up something, and I can't stand for that. I am a
didn't-
cop, after all.
Didn't blow it up.
You didn't?
No. I make the weapons. I don't. I sell the weapons.
And his finger just kind of goes over to Karen, and Karen just goes, "Don't look at me, I wanted the fucking boat." Ah, this seems to be a bit of a conundrum. May I reach into my pocket and get my cell phone? Would that be okay with the three of you?
See, now I'm just picturing Chris Hemsworth having this.
It really should. You really should. Ginger Chris Hemsworth having this interaction. Would that be okay?
Slowly.
I put my hammer back in my.
And he slowly reaches down, and he pulls out his phone, and he gives Dashiell a call.
Parker,
Hello, Mr. Parker?
speaking.
Yes, I found the source of your friend's, well, I thought I did.
I see. And why the hesitation?
A lot of swords involved.
Understood.
Yes.
Could you text me the address and I'll be there as soon as I possibly can?
Yes, he drops a pen for you.
I would advise everyone to keep a cool head in the meantime until I arrive. Can I trust you to do that, officer?
I most definitely will.
Thank you kindly. Beep. Curses in Gaelic.
So, I'm a little confused by you two. You both have swords. You pulled that out of your purse. Thor is confused by that.
Don't be. I don't know how to help you. I have a sword. I'm Missy Littleleaf. I can put it away if that'll make you less confused.
No.
Do you want to know? I'm Nemesis.
Oh, that is
Does that help
that is
you
terrifying.
place things?
Good Christ.
Yeah.
Good gods I don't believe in, for they're much weaker and
That's rude.
flimsier.
That's rude. That's
Jesus does have origins in some of the Germanic mythology.
Santa's Odin, we all know this.
Yes.
I intended to fight at your side should you be outnumbered.
Ah, thank you. He pats you on the back. It's a little hard. Good to have a friend. So, how did you not know where your bombs were?
I know who I sell them to. I don't know where they go after I sell them.
Karen steps off the chair now that they are fairly positive they're not going to be stabbed. So, you're responsible for me not getting my boat. What do you mean your boat? Don't worry about it. Do you recognize this?
It's mine.
Who'd you sell it to?
I
You can roll investigate.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't see like the serial number. Like,
I made this one on Wednesday, February 25th.
Oh, thank you, Luke.
Oh, thanks, Luke.
that's a Thor.
You can add power to it.
Oh, right.
obviously.
Okay, burn, baby, burn. I make.
Oh, you're not
weapons that
adding the
control
name of the power.
movements. No, yeah, sorry.
You little things under there.
Yeah.
You little things under. What is wrong with me?
The little things under there.
Yes.
What is that? 7?
Well, you can take it from any. So every player has 4.
Yeah, we have 4.
Yeah. What do you call them? Playbooks.
Well, the playbook is the overarching theme
cards?
cards.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Every
yeah.
player has 4 theme cards, and each one lists 1 to 5 things that theme card
That's
gives
math.
them.
Stats. for that,
Stats.
Yeah.
Yes. And what you can do is you can count off any of them in order to add to your roll. Similar to how Buckle here was adding can spot a stooge when dealing with Karen earlier.
And then when you were saying it adds, like how much it adds, how do we know?
Well,
Each
of those,
one is 1.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so then if we use multiple, then it's
Right.
Exactly.
okay.
And then alternatively, though, the
technically
MC
it's
can
6.
use those against you too, especially
Your
the
weakness tags?
weakness tags to remove
Okay.
the power. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no.
You know, if he wanted to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, if he was.
Why would I
mean-
ever do that?
Mean.
Why would I ever be mean? I've never been mean in my life.
That's very true.
Never, ever.
Ever.
Never once.
Not ever.
What? Hardly ever?
So what'd you end up rolling?
I rolled a 4. Yeah, a 7.
Okay.
Weaponsmithing, hammer and chisel, criminal and dirty.
All right. So, as you were rolling to investigate, you get 3 questions for each clue, because every power stat they roll with adds a clue when they investigate. But I get to choose something from the 7 to 9 list. This should be fun.
Yes, you do. Did I sell this to a friend or a foe?
You sold it to what you believed to, at the time to be an absolutely neutral party to anything you're involved with.
That's... God damn it, Bren. Was it someone that was like high up in any...
Oh, absolutely
City
not.
council.
They're a stooge. Well, not a stooge. Not a stooge.
A smart stooge? That's my third.
Like Shem?
They're a
They were
lieutenant.
smart. They're smart.
Okay.
Yes.
I sold it to nobody, but they weren't stupid.
Did you get a name? Did you get a face? Did you get an ID? Did you get a library card?
I mean, I have a face, but that doesn't do anything if I don't have a name.
Well, could you describe them? Maybe we can make that work. Go ahead and just make up how they look.
Yeah, a slight beard, black, a black beard, gray hair. Not that tall, shorter than I would have thought.
What a twist.
Yeah, right? Oh, shit. Just got meta.
Meta. Not much taller than me.
How
Wearing
tall are you?
Oh, sorry.
How tall is Bren? Yeah.
Not much taller than me. I'm 5'7".
Taller than me.
Everybody. Taller than me.
Or short.
Yeah, not much taller than me. Wearing a mid-waist leather jacket.
So we're looking for a daddy wearing a bolero. Fantastic! Karen just goes behind the bar and they start helping themselves. Dashiell, this is about the time you arrive.
Okay. So, walking through the remnants of the door
Yes.
that officer... It doesn't matter. That Thor destroyed. You see
Thomas Horn.
Thomas Horn. I see what you did there.
There you go.
Oh.
It's all right. on the nose. You see a good-looking older man with slightly shaggy brownish hair and kind of a shaggy beard, very bushy eyebrows. Not quite brown, not quite red, kind of somewhere in between. He's like a stout fellow, and he's wearing a vaguely ill-fitting suit, and underneath you can see a green t-shirt that says, "Blank me, I'm Irish." And in his right hand, he's carrying something that he is trying to hide behind him, and he says, "Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I trust there's no trouble here. At the moment, at the very least."
What are you holding?
Nothing.
That's a lie.
Does kind of a playful shrug, kicks the ground.
Can I try something with him?
Totally.
Okay. I want to roll to convince or to investigate what he's holding. I want to use snooping around and incredibly observant.
Okay, go ahead and roll with a power of 2. Ooh, that's an 11. So you get 3 clues, and you get to ask this one.
What are you holding?
It's a baseball bat.
Is there anything noteworthy about this baseball bat?
It says Louisville Slugger on it.
I have one more question.
Yes.
Where did you get it?
I made it.
Okay, great.
You made a branded bat.
No, it's really easy. You can just download the template online, and then if you put it into your printer, you just feed the wood into the.
It's just
Why
a
am
lot
I
of
explaining this to you, of all people?
Easy
It's
to
just a
make
lot of
weapons.
work.
It's easy.
Depends
How
on the
offended,
weapon.
friend.
Listen, my friend, I have found in my extensive experience that it's hard to go wrong with a bit of wood wheedled in the proper way. Not to say that there aren't artisanal craftspeople out there that do a better job than I could ever do. Now, my name is Dashiell Parker. I feel like I can dispense with some of the trappings of, well, what we do. You can call me the good god. You can call me Dash, you can call me Dagda, whatever you want. What I want to know is what happened to my friend's boat, and why are we all here in the suburbs of all places?
And Karen just kind of sinks below the bar.
You!
No one here but us bartenders!
Up.
And they stand up.
Give me a 15-year, at the very least. The very least.
I'll take a Chardonnay.
Of course you will.
If you're doing that, I'll just.
Right away!
Okay.
Help me. And they get to pouring drinks, because they are terrified right now.
So I'm going to try and diffuse this situation and just get everybody happily drinking on St. Patrick's Day. Do you want me to try to roll convince, or just...
Yeah, go ahead and make a convince roll.
Okay, so I'm going to be adding, I like people, great joy, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. And that is 9 all told.
All right. So the situation goes from everyone's about to kill each other to everyone's at least drinking, and murder has gone down the list of
That's all I
priorities
ask.
for everyone.
Seriously, that is the bare minimum.
Yes. That's when Hank comes out this time. He found a little tote bag, and he's put all the umbrellas in that. Yes, Miss Littleleaf, I believe you requested this.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
very
you
welcome.
so much.
You're welcome. Excuse me, Mr.
Parker,
yes. Our friend here seems to have found what destroyed your friend's boat.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'm hoping that...
Oh, I don't know nothing. I'm just a bartender.
No, certainly, of course. None of us are anything other than what we appear on the outside. Right?
Right.
Certainly.
I'm hoping we don't have to bring any greater authority into this, except the parties...
I'm already here.
Good luck.
Listen, all I want to know is what happened to my friend's boat, why you're here, why you're here, why you, pointing at Thor, are here especially.
Can I roll and investigate, Steven?
Go for it.
I'd like to roll to see if I know who was in competition for the boat, since my friend was planning a heist. And I
certainly.
just know things.
Of course.
I mean, I just know no blind spots, saw that coming. Yeah, I think that's all that apply. So 3.
All right.
13.
Oh, fuck. All right. So so you're doing this in kind of like a supernatural, like, clairvoyant
Well, and also
goddess
this is a
of
connections
wisdom.
thing.
Right.
You know, I'm a goddess of wisdom, but I'm very well connected. I am the heir of mafia royalty, so I know everything that goes on in this city.
And you did sprang full grown from your father's head, but you know, that's academic.
All right. Ask away.
Okay.
You get 3 questions. So.
3 questions.
Actually 4 because you rolled over a 10.
All right. So, do I know the person who stole the boat?
You don't.
No.
No.
Do I? Where was the boat stolen from?
It was stolen from the port marina. It's the place where all the fancy rich people in town leave their boats.
Right. Do I know anyone who works at the marina?
Yes. That would be Poppy Sidon, owner of Poppy Sidon's Water Park and Amusement.
Why?
Because I really wanted to use that voice.
Rightly so.
All right, and then 4th question. Do I have any dirt on this guy?
On this one?
Yeah.
Well, you know that he runs the Tuatha Foundation, which is, well, why don't you tell us what the Tuatha Foundation does?
The Tuatha Foundation helps extraordinary individuals realize their potential. And it's very odd that in my time in the city, I have found quite a few extraordinary individuals who've had difficulty with this process. We give them guidance, we help them where we can, and if the need arises, we relocate them to a place that is better suited for their specialities.
Yeah, well, that is how you know Thomas Horn.
Mm-hmm.
You helped him find this job.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you know about him, and you still have no idea who this one is.
Yeah. Well, they're an out-of-towner, so.
I mean, it's suburbs. I mean, you know, it's like another city,
It's
but
not my city.
it's part of the city. Understood. Yes, everybody's perception's different. I understand. It's getting late in the day, and if it's of any importance to you, I would very much like to continue enjoying this holiday, which is very important to me for reasons I don't want to go into right now. But we all seem to have a vested interest in one way or another about this boat. But why are you all here? This is coffee and wine, and you're you, and you're you, and you're you. What brought you to this time and place?
Well, we were supposed to see our friend perform.
And who's your friend?
Your friend is,
Friends a strong word.
friend's a strong word.
Who's your acquaintance?
Well, you usually just call him Dionysus.
He's a singer.
Mm.
Big fan of the wine.
He loves wine. He loves just having fun. I mean, that's what he and I bond on. Outside of, anything else, not really much.
Everyone just kind of looks at you like, fun, and this person don't seem...
That and soccer and minivans, am I right?
Okay.
Well, then perhaps the best solution is that we get this over with quickly.
We have to get this over with quickly. The block party's going to start any second, and they're going to be wanting these umbrellas.
An excellent point. So perhaps we should go talk to my friend Poseidon. He works at the marina where the boat was docked.
Certainly.
And he might be able to tell us, or at least describe, who boarded the boat. Agreed?
That's fine if we can fit it in an hour.
2 hours tops.
Yes. Thankfully, with fast cars and ways, you're able to get there relatively quickly, and you find the marina, and the police are already there. There's some...
Bren is not happy that they haven't walked. Sort of like,
This is environmentally unfriendly. I don't like this. You know how many squirrels die each year?
I keep trying to offer you a flask, and I have a feeling you keep being like, nope, nope.
I still have that bottle of gin.
Oh yeah, you totally stole that from the bar.
I can definitely have it.
Yes. So the 4 of you arrive at the marina. It's, it's usually very nice. It's usually, it's polo appropriate.
Okay, so I took off my cardigan and I tied it.
Oh yeah, you would blend in perfectly
No.
if the cops weren't here.
I'm buttoning
Is
up my
it-
blazer so you can't see my offensive shirt.
Do I have to roll to like manifest a sheath and like put my sword over?
No, it literally goes into hammers. Actually, how do you get rid of it? It's your call. It's
I wanna
supernatural,
put it-
so it's whatever
I
you
want
want.
to put it in a sheath, but when it's in there, it just turns into sort of like a piece of jewelry on my belt.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, boop. You now have a little dangly thing on your belt. Very Final Fantasy.
Nice.
Yes.
Crash is the embodiment of Final Fantasy.
I kind of gathered. So, this scene has the tag police involvement
Oh, good.
and rain.
The scene has the tag hot.
What's the second one?
Rainy.
Rainy.
Okay, thank you.
Police involvement and rainy.
Yeah, the tag is it's the fuzz.
Cheese it, the cops!
And you see Poppy, and he is currently just surrounded by discarded cigarettes. And he looks less than happy. And he's trying to smoke through shaking hands.
Yeah. What do I roll to like reassure?
Convince?
You can make, convince sounds fair. Or just, talk to him.
Yeah, I'll convince. I'll convince with a level head, friends high and low, and nerves of steel. I wanna try and reassure him with my sense of calm. That's 7.
All right. So
So I'm just gonna walk up. I'm gonna be very put together, very calm, and be like, "Hey, buddy, what's happening?"
oh, you want to know what's happening? I'll tell you what's happening. I'm fucking fired. All right?
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Jump to conclusions. A boat got stolen and blown the fuck up.
It's an open investigation. I'm sure if we'll
Who's the soccer mom?
never mind her. She's unimportant. What I'd like you to.
Yeah, what about the grumpy hobo?
You focus on
Right.
me.
There's a lot of
we
projecting
go way
going on
back.
right now.
We go way back with my dad and the thing, and I'm
Can I
here
have a
to help
cigarette?
you. All right.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
How kind of you.
You're welcome, grumpy hobo.
Look, you're like family, all right? And so when I heard the boat came out of your harbor, I just knew I had to come and help.
You're full of shit, is what you are.
How do I challenge this?
Well, you rolled a 7, so I'm going to,
so this is
he's
the
going to give a
condition.
little, but protect your own agenda.
Got it, okay.
And his agenda right now is freak the fuck out.
Right.
You're full of shit, Crash. I know you. I used
Well,
to
then-
babysit you. You've been in my water park and
That's
amusement
all
gallery.
true. I am full of shit, but you know me, so you know I always come out on top.
Who's the old guy? This guy is much older than you, by the way.
Sure, of course, yeah.
He's pot-bellied. He has that thing where he's bald, but long hair and a ponytail.
It's like sliding off his head.
It
like
does.
Glenn Danzig, sadly.
There you go.
Yes, Mr. Poseidon, was it?
Poppy Sidon, yeah.
Listen, I know who you are. I know what you are. I know what we do.
Whoop-de-fucking-do. You want a medal?
Mr. Parker, if you mind. Look, the boat in question, friend of mine. What can you tell me about it?
All right, Potatoes O'Grady. Listen,
Oh, Graton.
Don't bring your fancy French talk into this.
yeah, I'm gonna be tagging your weakness tag tied to confidence. That
Yeah,
was,
of course. Yeah. No, that was a good dig.
It was a dick.
Yeah. What am I trying to do? Investigate?
Well, if you're trying to do anything, I'll just be tagging that.
Oh yeah, no, I am. I definitely am.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I want to investigate. So I'm down 1 because it's tied to confidence. I'm going to say I'm pretty ferocious because now he's pissed me off, so that balances out. So I'm at power 0. If you'll allow it, I'm going to add fertility god to that and just kind of...
Are you going to try to prove you have a bigger dick in this guy?
Metaphorically, yeah. Might be some
Hello.
chest bumping. There might be, some grotesque displays of masculinity. But yes, I'm the fertility god.
Masculinity is a prison. Let's play with it.
All
there we
right,
go.
great. Here we go for 12.
Oh my god.
Now tell me what I want to know, or else there's going to be trouble.
So you
Louisville
bump into
Slugger.
him and he just falls flat on his ass. Yo, get Potato O'Grady off me. All right. Mr. Parker. All right, you want free ticket? You okay? We cool?
I'm fine. You fine?
We fine?
You don't look fine.
Oh, I'm great.
Great. I'm great. Are you great?
I'm great.
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 Now tell me what I asked you.
What did you ask me? I got a little distracted.
It's my friend's boat. What happened to it?
Oh, some black-bearded little short guy in a gay little coat. He came running in.
Fat man in a little
coat.
coat. That's all right.
Yeah, came in, stole the thing.
Poppy, what have we talked about the G word?
What?
It was a leather coat, wasn't it?
It was a leather coat, yes.
And leather is not inherently tied to any orientation.
Listen, I lived in San Francisco in the 80s, I'm telling you.
Bren looks down at her like leather ensemble and is just like,
Hey, I'm the gay GM on this channel. I'm allowed to do that.
And did he have to sign, a check-in or a docket?
Thank you.
I don't. You didn't really have to. Nothing really.
Didn't have to or didn't?
Poppy, how many times?
I'm gonna
have I
need a
told
convince
you
roll
you
from
need
one of you.
paperwork?
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna produce my my Louisville Slugger, and I'm invoking Slay 9 Men, and also Strong. So there's +2, and also Deity Duties. I feel because we lost basically a godlike nuke. So there's 3 for a total of 15.
Oh, fuck! You guys don't even need these re-rolls.
Louisville Slugger behind the head. Now you tell me who it was and what happened.
Listen, I didn't get his name, but he handed me a shit ton of cash.
That's what it always comes down to, isn't it?
Now, Nemesis.
You took a bribe?
He did.
Oh, So you're planning on making a couple of renovations around here with that cash you got?
Actually, I was thinking about buying my own yacht.
What did you say? No, literally, I did not understand what you said.
Because Steven can't do accents. Go ahead, check out Hoy Chummer on YouTube. It's embarrassing. I was gonna buy myself a nice little boat. Who's this one?
She's with us. That's all you need
sorry,
to know.
I just feel like it's a little unfair. That you took that money that could be used for, I don't know, homeless people, people that actually deserve it, people that work hard. Instead, what did you do? You let someone take a boat and then you just got money?
Okay, I'm gonna be invoking the Olympian gods, Bloodthirsty, Pain of Knowing, and Fit of Rage.
Oh, Jeebus.
whoa.
Okay.
These are 4 of your weakness tags.
Yes, I'm going to be invoking wants what is fair, incorruptible, incredibly observant. I'll cut you down, wrathful, bitter storm brewing. And I think that's probably good. Well, yeah, that's good.
All right.
So I'll invoke 6.
And you're gonna roll with your 4 weakness tags on this one because you're pissed.
Okay, yeah, I'm mad. It's like I just can't even see straight right now. I'm so mad. So then that would be...
That would be a 21. So, you have your sword now.
Yep.
What are you gonna do with it? Because you're very angry, and this
okay,
guy's kind of fucked up.
We're standing on a dock.
You're standing. Okay, basically, here's the sidewalk. Here's the little like buffer area. There's the little Marina restaurant area and the dock proper.
Okay, and he owns that dock area.
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna grab him by the cuff of his shirt and drag him out onto that dock. You want to do some renovations? I'll help you get some more renovations to do.
Crash.
Officers?
And I throw him. I throw him down to the ground with such force that it breaks through the dock. And then I use my sword to just start like smashing the dock and destroying it as I'm backing away. And I'm dragging him with me. And then at the very end, when I reach the buffer area, I throw him as hard as I can into the like now destroyed dock. And and then I put my sword away and I scream, you can Venmo that money to your nearest charity that needs that kind of cash.
Then I leaned into Crash, and I thought you were going to be a problem.
Bryn.
No,
I was going to say, Bryn steps forward and kind of laughing over the whole scenario, holds an arm out, and says, Missy.
Whew.
You're gonna have to roll to convince.
Okay.
It's dangerous. Why are you touching me?
Can I convince with stubbornness and independence?
I'll allow it.
Okay. 8.
Okay. So it's gonna work a little bit.
Okay. So while you're talking to me, I'm just smashing like whatever I can with
He's
the sword.
the only one that can tell us
Flask.
what's going on.
After he tells us, I still want to throw him
That's
back
fine.
in. Okay, so I'm gonna wade back. I'm gonna swim out and grab him and drag him in. Plop him. Can I do that?
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'm not gonna make you roll for that one. Among all the chaos and destruction you've rained down upon this poor pier, that gay ginger, thank you for the sub. My people.
I don't know who you are, but I love the name.
I
the
do
name.
too. He is unconscious.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
And that's when the police officers arrive.
Okay. Can I try and...
So the four of you are surrounded by about 5 police officers.
No.
They all have their weapons drawn, and one of them is on his walkie-talkie.
This woman just destroyed this property and assaulted my friend.
Please let me handle this. Please let me handle this.
I'm gonna make a roll-off between you two.
Okay. Are we rolling to convince?
I'll allow it.
Okay. Jeebus. Great joy, because it's St. Patrick's Day. Charming as hell and dependable, because if you wanted to, you could actually invoke my weakness tag, Memorable Face, though, because everybody knows who Dashiell Parker is.
You actually can invoke that yourself
Okay, then
and
yes,
draw
I will.
attention to that
I will.
card.
I will do that.
All right.
So yeah. So I'm rolling with +2 power. Do you want us to do it at the same time? See what's what?
Well, I'm gonna invoke Manipulate Stooges
Okay.
because they're cops. Let's be real. Let's see.
Oh, thank God the air conditioning just came on.
Yeah.
His jacket does not breathe.
Nerves of Steel, Level Head, Friends High and Low, Way Too Eager.
Well, way too eager is a weakness tag.
But
so.
I think you can acknowledge I'm very eager. I mean, I yelled cops, and now I'm making a point of
Right.
throwing her under the bus. So is that a plus or
That'll be a minus, so
Minus.
you'll be at 4.
so a 4? That's probably all that really makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I get a +4.
Okay.
13.
11. Oof. Damn. Wait, no, I can totally explain, and then Crash takes over.
And then Crash just steps in front of you and...
This woman just destroyed this property in front of you and assaulted a friend of my family.
It was
Arrest her.
Misunderstanding.
I mean, in
the
front of you.
Tuatha
They weren't
Foundation
here.
will totally pay for any repairs. I'm trying to help in this situation. Why can't you understand that?
Look, if someone's gonna go down for this, it's not me.
You're not even in the recurring cast or anything. That's what I love about this.
So you're throwing the goddess of soccer moms under the bus? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm throwing the goddess of robbing people's happiness under the bus.
It's the same thing.
I like how we're having this private conversation in front of a crowd of cops that we were
It's a
just
stage
talking
whisper.
to.
Also, I've determined that Dashiell Parker looks like Brendan Gleeson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
fair enough.
I like it. So, they're coming down on you, Missy. What are you gonna do?
Okay. Is there any way that I can try? Is one of the cops closer to me than the other ones?
Yes.
Okay, I want to try and convince him to take the fall for this.
Whoa.
It's your fault, dude. This is totally your
So
fault.
I want to do.
Is it?
I want to use. Okay.
If there's a water in there or a Diet Coke, I would
There's
very much appreciate
water.
it.
I have Coke Zero.
That'll do.
I want
Okay.
the calories.
And I want to try and use my divination to like maybe. If I'm able to know any, like, is there any way I can use that to try and like use any secrets that he has to try and leverage that?
Why don't you roll to change the game for me then?
Okay, all right. So if I'm doing that, can I still use whatever
Yeah,
these things I want to use?
of course.
Okay, so then I want to use Gossip Queen, Appear Professional, right? I can use that to change.
You can.
Okay.
You also
and-
have 5 juice that you can spend to change the game as
Oh,
well.
that's right. I should have
So-
used those for
So
contested.
I can use
That's okay.
one juice as like a power, like as a plus. Is that what it is?
Basically, these are more or less pluses to what you're doing.
Okay, so they would be the same as using one of these
Yes.
power tags. Okay. All right, so then I want to use Gossip Queen, Appear Professional, Incredibly Observant, See One's Demons, and one of those.
All right.
So that'd be plus 5. 11.
Okay, that's still good.
Okay.
So you can give this guy you were rolling with a plus 5, correct? Mm-hmm. You can give this guy a status 5. Status. Status
Okay.
5 status.
That's essentially his hit points. So
Yes.
status 5 takes him like
It takes
down
him out of the
just to
game.
below death. Basically, it's
Right to below death? Or right above death?
above
Right above
Okay.
death.
above below. whatever. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be literal death. It could also, basically, if you get a tier 6 status, you're out of the game. You're dead or might as well be.
Okay.
Turned to stone or decapitated.
Okay.
5 is
Less
pretty damn
than
close.
that somehow.
Yes. And it can be whatever you want it to be.
And then, so basically, I can just, so he's very manipulable right now.
Yes.
Okay.
So what status do you want to give him? Like guilt-ridden or
Dirty cop.
dirty cop?
I want, can I have him be guilt-ridden about being a dirty cop?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Can I describe what his
Please do.
situation
I
is?
want you to.
Okay. Okay, so he, as he's like walking towards me, he feels he's missing 2 fingers, and he feels like a phantom itch of his last 2 fingers, and it reminds him of when he had gotten himself into a bad situation because he's a dirty cop and someone had chopped off his fingers. And he knows that they were thrown into the ocean, and he like looks at the ocean or the bay, and he like thinks about how that's all that like lost opportunity, and realizes that he's thrown away just like he threw away his fingers. his innocence and it'll never come back. And his innocence is floating around somewhere at the bottom of that bay.
It's like
And he like literally stops
With the boat.
for a second and like puts his this hand, because he's missing, on his heart, and then he's like, oh, and then a single tear goes down his eyes, and then he says, "Mother, forgive me."
Somebody give this woman a series.
We are giving her a series.
Well, you know what I mean.
So then he just says, "Oh, Mother, forgive me," and he's like, "You know what? I might as well have done this."
So he turns to the other cops. Guys, you don't understand. I did this.
Oh, good.
I'm the reason Patrick's gone. I'm responsible for everything. And everyone just kind of lowers their guns, and they're all kind of not sure how this happened and not sure where this is coming from, but a little mad at the guy. Because obviously we hit a nerve with these guys. And how does Missy look when she does this? Because she just used all her godlike powers.
Right. So they're gonna forget that they saw this happen. But so she morphed, and first she looked very terrifying, and she was wearing like a toga-ish thing, and she's holding a sword. And then she morphed into the shape of his two missing fingers, and then the fingers snapped.
Became a finger person.
Became a finger person. The fingers snapped, and then he like shook his head and blinked, and then she just looked like herself again, and then he blinked again, and then she looked like his kids, and they were saying, "Daddy, are you an honest cop?" And then he blinked again, and it was just her again, and she's like, "And? Can I help you?"
That's so perfect. I cannot top it. So, this dirty cop, this filthy cop, as the status tag I gave him, just because my handwriting's terrible and I'm able to read this stuff. Also, the gay ginger has given the reroll to Buckle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just flipped you off, and that's not what I meant.
This is okay.
I meant to do this.
That's when the mists start rolling in.
Oh boy.
Now, the City of Mist isn't just called that because it's a cool name. The Mist help people who aren't like the four of you forget things. It doesn't erase what you did. It just makes people forget what you did. And you take solace in the fact that tomorrow the papers are going to read Dirty Cop comes clean and some scum is taken off the streets. No one's going to, and everyone's going to be wondering what happened to that boat that crashed into the, marina, into the harbor. No one's going to remember you picking up this overweight man in his mid-50s, using him as a bludgeoning weapon and throwing him into the ocean.
Great.
Yes. So you have a passed out Poseidon.
I'll call Kyron.
Hello?
Hey, buddy, I need you to come do some cleanup crew.
No.
Yeah, Poppy's place by the dock.
No.
He's fine. He's not bloody or anything. I just need a little bit of...
Wait, he's not bloody?
No, but he's passed,
No!
he's passed out. He's wet. The man's a mess, okay? He needs some support in this time, and it's a good opportunity for the family to show him that we got his back, all right?
So know the Tuatha Foundation will take care of anything, blah, blah, blah.
What was that?
It doesn't matter. Just come and pick him up. You don't even have to fix the dog. They got a cover story and everything. Just take care of him, all right?
Fine.
Thanks. And don't talk to... If there's a crazy suburban mom lady, don't talk to her.
So the four of you...
For what it's worth, I'm not actually a mom. I'm just very prepared and inserting myself into the school district.
Motherhood is one of the most beautiful things you can do.
Is
I
it?
don't think you're ready.
Paul and I... Oh.
Sorry, that was darker than I meant to do.
Fine. You sound like Paul. That's fine.
Sad
Okay.
about Paul. 1. Enjoy.
So is that a negative tag?
Yes, on our next social roll or keep her cool roll.
I'll be sad about Paul.
Yes. So the four of you are kind of left to your own devices as the cops leave. The mists have just kind of taken care of a lot of the sleepers around you. And you guys can investigate this, well, now mostly destroyed.
Sorry.
Listen, at best,
Dock.
there is a piece of property that belonged to someone like us out there that needs to be accounted for. And at worst, there is basically the divine equivalent of a nuclear weapon out there that is unaccounted for. Now, you especially can appreciate the magnitude of that, am I correct? Mm-hmm. How would you approach finding it?
I would go back and get it from Karen, and using that, try to find him. Unless there's a way that we can find the money that was given to our now unconscious friend.
He burbles
To
up
try
some
to-
water.
To try to find him that way.
Well, money doesn't disappear.
It's always a trail.
Right.
There's also a chance that
Especially if there was a lot of it.
there's also a chance that it might have turned up on security footage. I mean, Poppy doesn't keep good paperwork, but the tape don't lie.
Well said.
All right.
I'll show you to the office.
Okay.
Okay, you go to the office, and between the four of you, I'm not going to make you roll to unlock something. You can just
No, his
get it.
password is Poseidon, all one word, but the I's are ones.
And the O's are zeros.
Yes.
Oh, no. His password's much more vulgar than that.
I'm sure it is.
Really? I thought it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Password.
No, that's how you get into his luggage. So you go ahead and roll investigate. Whoever wants to take the lead on this. And since you guys are working together, you can also use your crew tags. Yes. You guys have a list of crew tags on your front page. And since it's one shot, the theme of your crew is, oh my
City
God,
Miss
City
RPG of Meat. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Oh,
God,
game.
please talk to me later about everything I'm screwing up. I really want to hear it.
This
We don't
is
go live for
actually
a while.
really great opportunity to say that Stephen and I have actually been talking with Amit, who
Yes,
is
we
the
have.
creator of City Mist this week, and he's
Really nice guy.
very, very, very enthusiastic about the stream. So yes.
Yay!
Well, I guess it comes down to who has the most merits for this, for the investigate role.
You're probably smarter than I am. I'm just kind of generically charming, and/or I hit hard.
Well, my identity is literally, is there anyone smarter than me? So,
I defer to your wisdom.
all right, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
So I just know no blind spots, saw that coming. Spot a weak link, perhaps?
I'd say Poppy side in here is definitely a weak link
Okay.
within the Aegis family.
So we'll call that. 7 plus 4 is 11.
All right. So you get 5 clues.
All right. So I'm gonna look through the tape of the front entrance
Okay.
first, and I'm gonna look for a man wearing the leather jacket with the description that I've had. And so, do I find anything?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You find him. He is wearing the leather jacket as described. He's wearing a lot of green too.
All right. Can I find a shot that shows his face?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Then I'll freeze it on that and make sure everyone sees. So then my next
Yeah,
question
that's
is, does anyone present recognize him?
You do, actually. It is the man you sold the bomb to. Because you do that.
Yeah,
You are
I
not a
do
good
that.
person. I want you to know that.
Yeah, I know I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. And you actually remember his name. Lucky Truce.
That's his name.
Yeah, that's the name he gave you.
Oh, that's
All
right.
right.
You thought it was stupid then, you think it's stupid now.
My fifth question, Stephen, I'm completely serious, is what kind of a name is Lucky Truth?
It is obviously someone who doesn't put a lot of thought into hiding themselves. Obviously,
Bren
someone
was
who wants to
equally
stand
as
down.
embarrassed hearing it as she is now repeating it.
Yes.
The smart question would be, what is his god? But I already wasted that question on a joke. So.
It was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was.
Lucky truce, eh? Listen, I understand we all have to do what we do to get through in this world, but how do we walk back from this? Because you understand that this might have repercussions beyond just the four of us today. And my friend, whose property that happened to be, willing to set that aside. Listen, I'm not trying to make you feel bad about the things you've done. I really, really, really want you to know
No,
that.
I mean, you can't. I've done worse and probably will do worse again.
As have we all. It's part of why we are what we are, right? What I am offering you is the chance to make it right. And I'm asking you, do you want to take that chance? I understand that we all have various interests in this world of ours, and I would be loath to ask you to compromise the way you approach things to help me and my friends. That said, if you do, we can certainly make it worth your while.
I'm not against it, but I do have to go feed my squirrel.
You don't have a friend or something you could ask to do that for you?
You've obviously never had a squirrel friend.
I mean, do you want to do it? Because other than you, no.
That means something very different. I just want you to know that.
I'll just be over here in RuPaul world flipping the table.
Yes. Yes, thank you.
Listen, the myths have taken care of our immediate problems with the mundane world for the moment. Perhaps it behooves us to find a place where we can all center, regroup. I'm very fond of the woods. If you walk, I'll follow.
Bren takes an unnaturally long amount of time to think about it.
I'm just nodding the whole time. Like
But
a
eventually
gif.
says, fine. And takes off. Doesn't look at anyone, just takes off, hoping that they'll follow.
Nobody has to come. I'm walking behind her.
The whole time, Missy's been bullet journaling, and so she folds up her bullet journal and puts it in her bag and just immediately follows.
This doesn't involve me at all, Crash says, as they follow.
Out in the forests that kind of bleed into the city at parts. It's getting dark. You can hear the parades and the parties and the drunken revelry.
I'm sure you're dying.
I mean, it's just like they're not thinking about all the suffering in the world right now.
Well, and they missed the block party too.
I know.
Right.
I missed the block party too.
Don't worry, they have their
Sorry,
grid
I
to
might have
keep
made
them
it
warm.
Bren,
It was hot.
I'll forgive it this time.
I'm not really sorry.
You whispered that to me.
I know.
What's going on up there?
Nothing.
I like these two.
Fair enough.
And you find yourselves in one of the more wild parts, still in the city limits. You know, there was a hiking trail here once, but it's gone now. And Bren, you're gonna gain a +1 because you are in your element.
I'm in my element.
Yes.
And suddenly become far happier. Like a whole new person.
For no real reason, Dashiell stops and shouts to the heavens, "Big fucking trees!" Because that's one of my tags.
Yes, it is.
So, yes.
So what is the plan here in the wilderness?
Well, we want to see what information Bren has. Well, after she feeds her squirrel, of course. Because you've never had a squirrel friend. You don't know what it's
Please
like.
stop saying that.
And we'll find this man or whatever that has led us to be in each other's company on this fine St. Patrick's Day evening.
All right. As you venture into the wilderness, closer to your home, you find a very shoddily made, like offensively shoddy, like, who did this? This is IKEA levels.
Oh.
Ouch.
You find well, most of my house is IKEA, I'm not judging. A cage hanging from a tree with your little squirrel buddy inside with a little harmonica.
They put him in the clink. Poor bastard.
What?
He leans out of his cage, and all three of you can hear him talking. Bren, they busted me. They got me.
What happened?
All those unpaid parking tickets.
You can't drive.
I know, I'm joking. Some asshole grabbed me and threw me in this fucking thing.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my spear.
I'm sorry, did we determine what her mythos was?
We'll get to that next.
Okay.
Okay.
You haven't figured it out? I have a suspicion.
No,
So
I
you
do.
break out your spear.
Yeah, which grows to full size, cuts any material,
Sorry.
and
my.
marksmanship.
She's a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable now.
It's around my neck. It's an arrowhead, and when I take it off, it grows to full size. Okay, everybody. Dirty minds.
Save, that's not
Herbert.
the name of that ability already.
I don't even know what to say.
That is a...
5, 8.
All right. What were you rolling for exactly? Change of the game?
To cut. Well, yeah, I was trying to cut open the cage to get my little buddy out.
Yeah, that'd be a change of the game, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a change to the game.
It was either that or hit it with all you got.
Actually, we'll make it a hit it with
Yeah.
all you got. So, 7 to 9, choose one. Go ahead and read all 4 if you don't mind. I mean, all 5.
Okay. You take cover or secure a superior position. If you don't choose this, they can impose a status on you. If they are a PC, its tier equal their power. You get them good or get many of them, +1 tier. You control the collateral damage. You hold the target's attention. If possible, you gain the upper hand. Take 1 juice.
So on 7 to 9, you get to pick one.
I mean, I guess because I'm aiming for the cage to break it open, I will get them good. Get it good.
Okay, yeah. So the cage just shatters, and your little squirrel buddy comes falling down. He lands less than gracefully. What's his name, by the way?
His name is Ginger, because that seems to be a running theme
Okay,
that we have going.
sure, why not? So
So I lean down and I put my hand out to him after he falls rather ungracefully.
Thank you. And also, real quick question: what are you a rift of?
I'm sorry. Is that asking my mythos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your mythos?
Oh, I am a Norse giantess who was given her her god status through marriage, and she is the Norse god of the hunt and winter, and her name is Scotty.
Yes. I know Scotty well.
Oh,
Well, not biblically. Is that appropriate in this case? I don't
that's
know.
worse.
Prince,
Yeah.
like,
Record scratch. Yes, no, I know Scotty. Thanks to the Myth and Legends podcast, which I
Good
get
podcast.
highly
I
enough.
recommend it.
Anyway,
Wow.
yeah.
GPS 88. Thank you for the 100 bits.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the sub.
They said,
Yes.
oh, and the sub.
Oh,
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Bren,
There we go.
there's the noise.
there it is.
Just a little delayed. So, Bren, Ginger looks up at you. This has been the worst fucking day of my goddamn life. So, after you leave, the peyote fucking little hippies show up, and trust me, we got some good shit out of that, I promise you. Okay. But then this greasy-haired motherfucker with a pointy chin was all like, I'm the embodiment of madness, blah, 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 blah. And then he threw me in a fucking cage, and I think he might still be up there. Not positive on that, though.
Can I roll to know this shady
Oh,
evil
yeah,
figure?
totally. Go for it.
All right, the usual. I just know. Saw that coming. Friends high and low. Yeah, we'll just do that.
All right.
So I'm gonna re-roll that.
All right. Don't forget the 3 rerolls we have for the table.
Worse.
You gotta take it.
6. So that's 6.
I'm gonna be mean. Mm-hmm. So you've just started yesterday. Mm-hmm. You're new. This is like within the past month. You've been finally given some modicum of responsibility in the Aegis family, and you're gonna make this work. You're gonna make this work, and you decide, without question, it's Persephone. It has to be Paul. It has to be that asshole. They have to be out here, having some weird flowery orgy, and that's what you're gonna work on.
They do that shit.
Yeah, totally. They totally do that shit.
I'm not. It's family business, so I'm not going to implicate in front of these strangers. But that's privately what I think.
Okay.
That's who I think did it.
All right. Are we going or what?
Well, I was going to say, I look down at my little buddy who's like hanging out on my arm, and I say, "Do you want to come?"
Fuck no.
And I let him down on the ground.
Thank you.
Very slowly, and like charge up.
Okay. Leading the charge is Bren. Who's following?
100%.
All right.
I guess I'll bring up the rear.
And you go up to your little cave hovel workstation. It is not... This is no way to live. Isn't it?
No, this is perfect. My God, it's simplicity itself. Oh, well done. Well done.
Someone gets it. I know you do.
I don't.
And your workstation has been sabotaged, it looks like.
So it looks like it always looks.
Glass houses. You know what I mean. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't think she does.
I think so.
Don't throw stones.
Can we not argue about this right now?
Sorry.
Can I investigate to see if anything is missing?
Sure.
All right. I will... Not emotional distance. Stubbornness and weapons smithing.
I would argue, too, that you could throw in one of the crew tags, perhaps Aegis and Tuatha, or deity duties.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Because I feel like there's a way that we as players can aid each other, but I don't remember right this second, but...
We'll just say as long as you guys are working together, you can use one of those tags.
Sorry, don't mean to step on your toes.
No, please do. Obviously, come on, I'm not good at my job, you know this.
13.
All right. You get... So you were rolling with 4, correct?
Oh, I guess, yeah, then 14.
Yeah, so that's over 10, so you get 5 questions.
Whoa! Sorry.
I want a gif of that.
Someone else?
Biggie Mike 527, thank you.
Good name, by the way.
Okay, what is missing, if anything?
A lot of your copper.
Rude.
Very rude. A lot of your copper is missing. Apart from that, not a whole lot else.
Okay. Is there something, whether a footprint or anything, is there anything that tells us that someone was here besides the fact that things are ransacked?
You do find a footprint. And they were wearing, from what you can tell, shoes not meant to be worn out here. There's no traction in these footprints.
That's the worst. Did I recognize the person that Ginger was talking about when they were talking about them?
No. And GPS 88 gives a reroll to Michael.
Oh.
Nice.
Molto bene. Which is not Irish or anything, but thank you. Thank you.
Are any of my other animal buddies around?
You actually do find some spider buddies.
Okay, I find my spider buddies, and my last question is going to be, did you see anything?
So you
What did you see?
you squat down to your spider buddies. So, well, let's see. What exactly did I see?
It's very satisfying.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the bits.
Thank you.
Hey.
All right, so he shows up. He's wearing like a really nice suit, green tie. I don't know why. Very nice shoes. Fucking ruined, by the way, in my opinion. Spiders have fashion sense. There you go. He had like a big pointy stick thing, and he was, you know, didn't really seem to have any motive other than smash your shit.
And to take my copper.
Oh yeah, he totally took that.
What did he take it in?
Oh, he kind of just picked it up. Yeah. He was a strong motherfucker. I'd go down a limb and say he's kind of like you, but when I told him to get the fuck out, he just walked by me.
Did you see where he took it? Where he went? Which way he went?
Yeah, he went that way. And then he got on this, carriage thing.
I
that
just
was-
imagine him pointing with like all 8 of his legs,
He went-
like in every
He went
direction.
that way.
He ends up kind of dabbing on accident. He does like a spider dab. He's on the back
Oh my
two
god,
legs.
that's like 4 dabs.
I know.
It's a quadradab.
Hashtag quadradab.
Hashtag quadradab. Yeah, that away. Shit. He had like a golden sort of carriage deal. Looked stolen.
I'm shocked.
Interesting.
He stole something?
He also had a stupid fucking hat.
Care to expound?
Yeah, it was like gold and spiky.
Gross.
Yeah. You're telling me.
Thanks, Betty.
You're welcome.
And then she like lets him back.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Everyone judge Michael harshly.
Yes, please. Put it in chat.
This
So
must
she,
look
like-
ridiculous to those of us who don't speak spider.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
at one point, Bren like looks around and is like, "What?" And puts it back.
he scurries on off.
And
I don't
then
even know
Bren-
if it's a boy.
And then Bren relays the information that she was given to the group by the spider. Like, oh, this is the conversation we just had.
So, do I know them?
Well, that's definitely not who you thought it was. I'll let you roll to investigate, use your divination power again, but you will be rolling it with a negative because you were so off before.
Previously failed. Okay.
Yes.
So that's 3 minus 1, so it's plus 2.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Roll again.
I'll allow it.
Snake eyes. Okay, that's good. That's good. So that's 12.
You've never been more annoyed in your life because you met his brother literally this afternoon.
No.
Yes.
So is it
It's Loki.
Loki? Oh, okay.
Even out of the room, I knew it.
And I'm literally just gonna like face palm and just go Loki.
Loki?
I know who that is. I mean, I wasn't sure until the dumb hat. This has got to be Loki.
As they're standing and like the minute that she says that name, Bryn just whips around and starts like sprinting
Now
in
wait,
the direction
wait.
that the spider told her to go.
Sprint.
How are you going to find Loki? You are a part of the Acer. You're part of the.
I am. Oh.
You're a Norse goddess, effectively.
I am gonna go back down to the city and try to find Thor.
Okay.
Wait, I can call him, you know.
She stops.
It really doesn't have to be that complicated. We don't have to make it that involved. I mean, I understand. Believe me, this is not a good situation for anyone involved. But listen, let's just take a moment. Yes, this is Dashiell Parker of the Tuatha Foundation. I'm looking for Officer, what was it?
Thomas Horn.
Thomas Horn, please? Yes, thank you. If anybody's going to know where he is, trust me, Loki doesn't stray far from Thor. You know this, all right? You'll get the first hit. Does that make you feel any better?
Thank you.
Mr. Parker.
Yes?
Yes, Mr. Parker, we have no record of a Thomas Horn.
Really? That's fascinating to me, because I was speaking with Officer Horn earlier today, as a matter of fact, at the coffee and wine shop in Suburbsville.
You can just call it the suburbs.
The suburbs. The suburbs of
Oh, thank you
Mist.
again for the bits.
The
GPS
suburbs of
88.
Orbits.
The Mistburbs.
The Mistburbs, yes. Listen, I certainly understand there's a lot of officers in the force, blah, blah, blah. Just please tell me where he is.
Sir, I'm telling you, we've never had a... Sorry. We've never... I can't do this. Hello, Mr. Parker. How are you doing?
Hello?
Yes, hi. I think you have my sister-in-law with you. Cousin. I'm not... Maybe my aunt. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, you Acer, it's very hard to tell. No offense.
That's adorable coming from you. Then again, I was a woman and I did give birth to a horse, allegedly.
So I would love to continue this conversation with you over a series of shots later, but you can understand the sensitivity of the issue at hand. Where are you?
Well, if I told you that, you'd probably come find me and come hurt me, and I really don't want that. I don't like getting hurt.
Doesn't he, though?
And now I'm just picturing Tom Hiddleston with that little smile that he has, and sorry. I hang up. All right, let's do it your way.
What is Bren's way?
I was gonna say Bryn's way. She just looks at him and they spend a moment looking at each other and she whips around and continues going.
Great.
Down to the fucking or
Great.
down
And if this was a comic book, there'd be a couple beat panels.
or they're just running.
Yeah, there's like the panel where there's just like a bird flying through the background.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
want to pass Ginger at some point and stop and bend down.
Sup?
You want to come with us?
Fuck no.
All right, buddy. And she just taps him on the head and just keeps going.
Okay.
And then calls back, I won't be around to feed you.
I'll just go to the 7-Eleven, it's fine.
Great.
All right. So, what's the plan of action?
Well,
Have you guys followed us, or are you still hanging around in the
I
living
followed,
room?
but at a very measured pace, so as not to ruin my own pair of very nice shoes.
all right. Well, tell you what. Since
And how
this
about
is
you,
a
Missy?
one
Oh,
shot,
I've definitely followed.
It's
Okay.
St. Patrick's Day. I am who I am. I'm going to follow your lead, and where you stop, I'm.
Oh,
going...
I also take the flask from you this time.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm going to slam the great baseball bat down into the ground a couple times and invoke a couple of tags, and I'm going to try and, I believe, am I taking the risk? Am I changing the game? I basically just want to call Loki out.
When you perform a daring, risky, or outright stupid feat, roll with power.
So yes, I will be taking the risk.
Are you calling him out?
I'm calling him out.
All right, what tags?
All right, so I'm unstoppable. I feel like I'm still empowered by big fucking trees.
Fair enough.
Bryn's workshop is just, oh god, it's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
So good.
James Baxter good.
That's a deep cut.
I'm also going to invoke Dependable, I think. But also tied to Confidence. So I'm actually diminishing my power by 1.
Okay, draw attention to that.
Because basically I'm going off half-cocked. But I know that this is what needs to happen to get the job done.
I want to say that Bren is fully cocked, but I feel like that's
Half cocked.
inappropriate.
Half cocked, sure. 9. Actually, you know what? 10.
Okay. Okay.
So basically, yeah, I'm just
you do
literally
it somehow,
pounding my...
and it happens.
Yeah.
How's it happen?
Okay. So yeah, we basically get to where you stop, and you're taking a hit off my flask, and Ginger, I feel, kind of comes up, gets on your shoulder, and is like,
Wait, I thought I was leaving. Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't care.
all right, buddy.
I don't know.
Stop.
Sorry, it's not my...
He's changeable.
It's not my familiar.
It might not be. It's a different ginger. All squirrels are ginger.
But yeah, basically, I just take one end of the great baseball bat and drive it into the ground, which I feel kind of reverberates throughout the city. And I'm just like, Loki, Odin, son, where are you? You.
And
Alex, man.
the two Greek gods are just like, I don't know, man. This is a lot.
This is like a bad thing.
And that's when a really shitty car comes pulling up to where you guys are. I'm gonna say you guys are right on like the side of the road. It's still in the wilderness. I keep imagining the city as sort of Seattle-ish.
Oh, totally.
Me too.
Yeah.
Portland, maybe?
Portlandy. Yeah. Pacific Northwest, because why get off brand?
Right.
Right.
And a really shitty car comes out, and Lucky steps out of the driver's seat. And then the guy who claims to be Loki steps out of the passenger seat.
Nice shoes.
Thank you. They're Versace.
Versace.
They're disgusting.
They're real leather.
That's worse.
Well, you called me out.
I believe you have something that belongs to a friend of mine, and I would very, very much appreciate it if you gave it back before things became difficult.
Right. Oh, yes. And I'm going to need you to roll me face danger
Oh.
as Lucky comes just coming right at you
Of course he
with a
does.
spear.
Okay, so I'm using the great baseball bat for your next. I'm also going to roll for... Jesus. Because technically I feel like these tags needed to reset, but I don't remember what the context of that is, so never mind. Don't listen to me.
Unless you choose to burn a tag, you can use them.
Can I respond to this?
Okay, so...
Well, after he rolls.
You're next. Fertility god. Pretty ferocious. And I'm the boss.
All right.
So basically, I'm just coming up to parry whatever he is trying to do.
Okay.
So that is 12 all told.
Okay. So he comes up to you with the sword, with the spear of Luke, and you just smack it, and it goes cocked. What do you
No,
want to
it's
do?
fine. It sounded at first like he didn't have a whole lot of merits.
Yeah, well, I was afraid of that too.
Yeah.
So.
But he's
Nope,
fine.
unless you choose to burn them, which you can do for a pretty big move.
But yeah,
Actually,
he's
you know
fine.
what? No,
Oh,
I will have burned those 4 tags. Because
Okay.
that is a pretty impressive move, I feel.
check. Go ahead and on your second cheat sheet, because I made sure you all had 2 cheat sheets for all the moves available to you. There should be one about, getting rid of moves.
So basically what I did in the context of City of Mist is I used these 4 tags to perform a really impressive maneuver that I cannot use again until we've recovered them via various methods. But that felt like a pretty dramatic and good use of those. So yeah, basically it's just...
All right.
Is that all you got?
So what about the 3 of you?
I'm watching.
I was going to step into the fight, but it seems that he...
Well, he's not out of it yet.
No, he's not out of it yet. I mean, I was literally going to step in between and block the attack, but I think that now what I'm going to do is...
That was a very dramatic dice grab, and I'm here for that.
I'm sad you guys couldn't see it.
Yeah.
It was really dramatic.
is...
I am here for that. I got all the time in the world for that.
is turn the rain to snow.
All right.
Using power over weather, all weather, and... can't use that.
Well, what tag is it?
Emotional distance. I feel like I'm too invested.
Yeah.
Friends versus foes.
I'd love that.
3, 5, 8.
Okay, with 8. You're changing the game, right?
Yeah.
So you get 3. But they're only going to last this one scene.
Yes. That's fine.
So what would you like to do?
I want to step forward.
Night
Night
Steed.
Steed.
Miss you, sir.
Hey. I want to step forward and very blatantly ask, where is my copper? And when that happens, immediately the storm changes from rain to snow.
And I just lost a tap. All right. Snow the rain, is it a snowstorm or is it just snow?
I would say it's a storm.
Snowstorm.
Pissed.
All right. I almost misspelled storm there. So the rain has been replaced with a snowstorm. And this can be tagged by you or me in order to make a situation better or worse.
Okay.
And how about you two? As it just gets fucking freezing and harsh
Not on
outside.
my coal Hans. I'm holding actions. I'm just waiting for the battle to need my input.
Well,
Okay, so wait, so
So basically,
guys are still
Loki and I
engaged,
are
right?
engaged. You just were like, hey, fucker, where's my shit?
Where's my shit?
and then where's
Snow.
Lucky?
Lucky is the one fighting him.
Oh,
Loki's
engaged with you, right?
Loki's just kind of hanging out by the car,
Okay.
being a smug asshole.
Okay.
And I'm still another
Because
game.
technically Ginger described Lucky.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to go after Lucky then
Okay.
with my Sword of Tears. And because I don't like
I love it too.
So good.
that Lucky, because Lucky was the one who bought the boat, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that, I don't like that. So, and I also don't like that he's fighting my friends, but I don't like that he...
Are we friends?
Aww.
Did I slip?
Yeah.
So, I am going to rush him with my Sword of Tears, and I'm gonna rush in and cut upwards. Hopefully it's my hope that I slice him in half.
Look at
Hey.
Thank you for the bits.
So I'm going to use, I'll cut you down, Wrathful, Bitter Storm Brewing, Wants What Is Fair, and Incorruptible.
Okay, so it will be a fucking big ass status you'll inflict on him.
I'm sad about Paul. So while I do that, I'll be like,
I'm not-
Paul!
You're like crying
actually
as
gonna,
you're like
okay, I'm gonna
angrily-
say being sad about Paul doesn't seem to be really relevant to this one, so that will not.
No, man, no. You have to understand, in that one panel, there's going to be a little word bubble. It's like, I wonder where Paul is. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder if he's thinking about me.
Yeah.
She is powerful but unfocused.
Yeah. It'll just be like, what if Paul could see me right now?
Oh, there you
Yeah, I
go.
don't know.
Okay, that will clear. I'll
Yeah.
take that and I'll remove the status from you.
Okay. Okay, so then, would it then be 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Still.
And there's like a panel of him like not giving a shit.
Just like
He's like laying
Yeah,
on
he's
the
like on
beach
his
drinking a
phone.
margarita. I'm like, Paul!
eating a taco.
It's just like a montage of him like,
Having fun,
he's
yes.
like doing the hula. Okay. 6, so then it would be 10.
Okay.
We also got juice and we got rerolls if you want. You feel like you want to do better.
She has 10.
I was gonna say a 10 is pretty.
10's not too bad.
All
And I
right.
have a reroll personal.
I'm just being
too.
greedy.
You are being greedy.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
It's okay.
I'm the fertility guy.
I was gonna say, I mean, it seems fitting.
Yeah.
I'll stick with 10.
All right, so are you going toe to toe or hit with all you got?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go hit with all you've got.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you get to choose 2 from the hit with all you got list. Go ahead and read out loud for the audience and go and then pick.
Okay, so I can take cover or secure a superior position. If I don't choose this, they can impose a status on me. If they are PC, its tier equals their power. I can get them good or get many of them, +1 tier. I control the collateral damage. I hold the target's attention if possible. I gain the upper hand, take 1 juice. So I'm gonna get lucky good,
Okay.
and I'm gonna control the collateral damage because I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt. Crap. What is your name again?
His name is Dashiell Parker.
Dash. Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt Dash.
Thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, because I want to slice him just right up the middle.
All right. You come up with your sword, and he manages to sidestep it, but it gets him out of combat with Dash.
Okay.
And he is now, his attention's on you, but you have caught him off guard.
Okay.
He wasn't expecting you
He's
to get
just
involved.
trying to. Okay.
And you're just hanging out?
Yeah, I'm ready to join whatever situation needs assistance. I'm mostly here for blackmail on Thor.
All right. We are going to invoke one of your weakness tags, though.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yes. And one of your weakness tags is bring more gods.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
I was eyeing that one as well.
Yes. Jumping over a nearby hill and coming to a screeching stop is a very familiar car to you. Out steps 3 goons and a very burly, large, bearded motherfucker. Zachariah Agus, your dad.
I thought it might be. I almost said, "Hey, Dad," before you described him.
I would have let you.
Let's pretend you did. You totally did. That totally
I
happened.
didn't want to be too cheeky.
So we have a big panel of him getting out of the car, and we get like the good rendering on him, and then it's you.
Hey, Dad.
He turns to one of his goons. Bring the big gun.
Oh, shit.
And so your inaction caused that.
All right.
Dashiell, what are you doing?
Oh, God. Oh, God, there's so much going on right now. That escalated quickly. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and burn the tag Slay 9 Men to try to just smash Lucky into the ground. No, it's only 1. That's okay. So that is 12 all told.
Nice.
So is that going toe to toe, or hit with all you got?
Let's hit with all I got.
Okay, choose 2,
Okay, so let's see.
and you get to give him a status.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you both got to give him 1. I forgot to give you that option.
But I only give him a status of 1, though, right?
And mine would still be 1 too, right?
Yes.
I'm going to give him a status of hobbled. Hobbled 1.
Okay.
And my 2 options
more
are
of these.
going
Oh
to
my
be I have his attention, because literally I've got my baseball bat on top of his head, and I gain the upper hand, so I'm going to take a juice for that.
Okay.
I wanted to give him. Can I give him a status of disoriented,
Sure.
or should I? Is there something better?
Okay, so the way statuses work is, imagine you have 4 hit point boxes.
Okay.
Hobbled would be a physical
Okay.
one. Disoriented would be a mental one.
Okay.
So you could give him, if you were to give him another physical one, that would bump this hobbled to a 2.
Okay.
And if you continue along those lines, that's basically how you get the 5th or 6th level status.
I see.
And that's how you end up with filthy cops who,
Okay.
reveal some horrible things and have little fingermen walking around.
Okay. Then I want to do a physical one. I want to. Can I crampy?
Hobbled and crampy 2.
We've all been there.
You know, he's just like, oh, I don't have full range because I'm so crampy.
Ow, I hurt.
Yeah.
Ow.
Wow, man, I lifted that Billy bookcase just the wrong way. God.
This game brought to you by IKEA. All right.
Cool, that's where I'm at.
Should have bought the hymnus.
All right, Bren. So you and Loki are having a stare down. He's just giving you this shit-eating grin that you just want to slap him.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you want to do? What are you doing?
So many things at once. At first, I want to say to them, I need him alive because I need to know where my shit is. I want to turn around to your dad and say, is that big gun mine?
Aye.
And then I want to turn to Loki and I want to say, or I was going to say, even before he answers, I want to turn to Loki and say, you better hope to God it's not.
So you turn to Zeus. We all know Zeus. You turn to Zach.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You turn to Zach and you ask if it's your gun. You turn to Loki. You better hope it's not. You turn back to Zeus and he goes, aye. What do you do?
Oh. I want to turn back to Loki and I want to say, where is my copper? I want to say it again.
It's in the trunk. Do you want it back?
Yes.
You can have it.
Don't.
The spear. The spear! That was just Dom walking in.
I
It
know.
wasn't like a
I like-
dramatic
I was
storytelling
like-
thing.
Yeah, no,
Dom
we
had to
didn't have a
walk
beat or
in.
anything.
Yeah, that was
Sorry.
right.
Everyone was distracted
Sorry.
by Dom and his handsomeness. Hi,
Well,
Dom.
yes, Dom is very handsome. That's what we
Yes.
were. Yeah.
He's doing a really great dance.
Oh,
There
yeah.
he
It
is.
And we all have to say it once every 30 minutes that Dom is very handsome.
It's a self.
And also Garov.
Yeah.
Yes, Garov.
And Garov is just
Actually,
as
I will say
handsome.
the Garov is winning for the Quirky Boys shirt.
Where did you even get that?
He made it.
store.
Yeah.
You can buy this shirt.
Oh God! All I have is a Saving Throw shirt. I need a Quirky Boy shirt.
There you go.
Yesterday.
And how?
I want to take my spear off my necklace. So I'm going to invoke cut any material, grows. I feel like I can't say this anymore. Grows to full size.
I will allow you to change it before the show starts proper. If you want.
Weaponsmithing and marksmanship, and I want to cut the car horizontally in half. I guess from the back up, which will then reveal my copper. 4, 5, 9, and with this, 10.
Okay, with 10, you slice the car in half, and it does one of those anime things where it seems like nothing happened, and then plunk.
My favorite effect.
It's like ghost ship.
Exactly.
Like, put my
Ghost
spear
ship.
down.
Fuck
Tension
yeah!
fire.
I'm sorry.
I love that movie.
That's real.
Yeah.
The movie
Yeah.
is really bad, but that one scene makes it
one
worth
scene.
owning.
That was burned. I can't remember how old I was when I saw that for the first time, but that has been like burned
Yeah.
into my brain.
Same.
See, and I
was way too young.
Very disturbing.
See, and I worked for Warner Brothers in the heyday of DVD, and they were just like, let's just repackage everything. Let's repackage everything. I was like, what is this Ghost Ship movie? And then I watched it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Warner Brothers. Thank
For
you.
Ghost Ship.
Thank you. And nothing else at all in your
We had
career at all.
cable, and I've had insomnia since I was 12. Of course I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, there's all your copper. And
Thank you.
a body
Great.
in the back seat.
Oh, but like in the trunk that comes out with the copper, or do I like cut the body?
No. Like next to the copper is a body.
Yeah, you go full Damien Hirst on the body. Yeah. Look it up. Sorry.
That was smart. That was
you.
a smart reference there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, first I go, thank you for the copper, and then seeing the body. Oh.
It's a naked man, about mid-20s or so. blonde. You two definitely don't see it because you're kind of fighting
Okay.
Lucky.
Right.
You can kind of see it. You don't recognize him. If you want, we can go to someone else and come back to you later.
Yeah, because I was going to investigate, but I'm not sure that I have enough to make that roll
Fair enough.
worth it.
So, you two are fighting Lucky.
I'm just going to swing at him with the bat. No special modifiers or anything. I'm just going to take a swing.
Okay, well, you still get to add tags for it and everything.
I know. However...
And I'm going to call this a toe-to-toe roll.
Okay. Strong and big fucking trees, baby?
I don't know how big fucking trees are relevant here, buddy.
No. So I'm going to re-roll this.
Okay.
Actually, yes, thank you. Much better. So that's 10 all told.
All right. Speaking of rerolls, did I give you the reroll from
Yes, you
GPS 88? Okay, just
Yeah.
want to make sure.
Yeah.
So 10 altogether. You get to choose 2 from the list.
Okay. I am going to... Actually, I'm going to take the sword from him. I'm going to knock it out of his greedy little hands. And then I'm going to give him... Can I add to the hobbled?
You can give them a status that will replace the hobbled and crampy.
Okay. So... I don't know. What would that be?
Stabbed.
Sure.
Oh, stabbed.
Smooshed.
Smooshed. Yeah. All right. Now, what tier status would this be?
3, I guess, right?
All right. So that would bump this up to a tier 3 status.
Okay.
I have so many cards.
No, it's good. It's good. I like the.
Why can't I hold all these cards?
Game. No, it's good.
Yes. All right. What are you doing?
So currently he is, now he's swordless, right?
Yeah, the spear is flung out of his
Oh, it's a
hands.
spear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, great. Well, I did hear what my friend Bren said and that we need to keep him alive. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to see how I can fit this in. I'll go toe to toe with him.
Okay.
And what I want to do is just like bonk him on the head with the hilt of my sword and tie him up with my cardigan.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll for that, and
Okay.
tell me what you're using.
I'm going to use
That cardigan is working.
this cardigan.
Tasty pennies, folks. I'm telling you.
It's
Hey.
pennies on sale.
Yeah.
Doing it right.
And you know what? You came out wearing a cardigan, and it was a snowstorm. You were prepared.
I was ready.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use. I'll cut you down,
Okay.
and I guess just that.
All right. So you're rolling with 1.
Yeah, with 1. Can I use one of these? Because we're working
You are working together.
So
If
can I
you-
use compromise? Or daily duty?
Yeah, I'll allow both of those because you want to kill him. You want him alive. You're finding that nice middle
Yeah.
ground of just maiming him.
Okay. All right. So I'll use compromise.
All right.
So now I have 2. So 7. I'm gonna use my reroll.
All right. No one goes for middle tier here. We go all the way.
No, I want the best.
Much better. Yeah.
Much better.
Much
Okay,
better.
Okay. So 12.
Okay. You were going toe to toe, correct?
Yes.
All right.
So I managed to achieve my goal,
Yes, you have.
which is that I bonk him and I tie him up. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna counter his best attempts.
All right. He starts trying to.
I can choose 2, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
you get to choose 2
Okay,
as you
great.
rolled over 10.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm gonna counter his best attempts.
So he is just trying to swing at you, but you just have his arm. It's a really good cardigan.
Yeah.
It's a really good cardigan.
It's a blend.
It's a blend. It's a
Yeah.
poly wool blend.
Blend.
A polywool mithril blend.
So it
Yes.
it's, like doesn't stretch a ton.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Yeah. And I just slap him in the face a couple of times to really make sure he
That's just mean.
just make sure he like understands.
Love it.
I'm gonna give it, just for that, I'm giving him a social
Okay, great.
condition. Humiliated.
Okay, great.
That seems fair.
Oh, and I'm no longer sad about Paul, right?
You are not.
Great.
Fuck Paul.
Fuck Paul.
Fuck that
You're
guy.
over him. You don't need no
so-
man.
I got my cardigan. I am good.
You are the embodiment of lemonade.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm gonna fall into step with my father and my family,
Okay.
and just kind of take cues from them. But I will draw my sword.
All right. So you take your sword off your belt. It goes full size. You have your Aegis as well.
We got a lot of things grown to full size here. Just pointing that out.
That happens when I'm in a room. Ayo! I'm sorry, everyone.
Are you?
I am. We have better shows here. Don't worry. You should subscribe. They're better. And have you played? You've played Team Fortress 2, right?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, we used to play in college. You know the Heavy's minigun? Mm-hmm. Zeus has one of those.
Oh, jeebus.
This is not at all surprising to me.
No.
I just want to like pet it. It's just like, hey baby.
Yes, it was one of your best builds.
Yeah.
And that's when you realize, oh, he's going to be a little indiscriminate on this one. I need all three of you to roll the face danger
Oh, Jesus.
as he opens fire.
All
Lord.
three of us?
Three of you.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
fine.
I'm fine.
Of course you do.
Oh.
I came out of his forehead. I'm fine.
He didn't actually come out of his forehead in this.
Wait, can we use
All right.
me?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
you
using
can always,
Resurrection.
you can always use tags.
Okay, okay.
I'm using Resurrection and Strong.
Okay,
And that is 10.
great.
total.
You dodge it.
Okay.
I'm
great.
using friends versus foes, marksmanship, and will you let me use good with animals?
How the hell is that?
If I consider him an animal?
I will allow it, but you have to tell me how the fuck this works.
If I consider him an animal, if he is going to indiscriminately,
I'll allow
if he's indiscriminately using
I'll
that
allow
weapon. 15.
Double six.
Double 6.
Boxcars over there.
Can I use incredibly observant
Oh yeah.
and crap? C1's demons? No. No, I think that's the only one I can use.
Okay, so you're rolling with a 1.
Yeah, and I already rolled
And what'd you get?
5, so I got 6.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Ouchie! Oh
You-
no!
Yeah, this is not a fun one to get. You get the tier 6, not tier 6, not tier 6.
I was like, whoa.
Tier 3.
Whoa!
I was like,
Shut up.
This changed very
I
suddenly.
got shot up!
Can I roll to convince my father?
Sure.
So I'm gonna roll with friends high and low, level head, and nerves of steel because I am talking to my father with a big gun.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna say, what's the word?
Aim better.
No, I'm gonna say not that one. She has a relic.
Okay.
So that's 12.
All right. So he lowers his gun a little bit, takes a cigar out. No shit, that one? Ah, son of a bitch. I'm sorry about that.
She's useful. She'll be good for us.
Yeah, sorry about the whole shot up thing.
Mistakes happen.
like bleeding out. It's fine.
And that's when you notice your cardigan kind of just flop.
Ah!
And Lucky is gone.
Can I take that cardigan back and use it to tie my wounds?
Yes, you may. You are actually very... This should hurt a lot more than it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow the Lucky.
Okay, you see Lucky, and he is running into the wilderness.
Okay.
Right. And I wish Michael was back, but we'll work with that. How about the two of you? Because Loki pops up from behind the sliced up car. Oh, good, the shooting stopped. Lovely.
So when we look over, do we notice the body?
Yes, you can. It's just kind of in the trunk.
Like the split car.
Yeah, and half a car.
So then, okay, if I have a question about this. So I have this status of 3 shot up. Mm-hmm. How long does this last?
That, you can choose to change the game and spend juice to get rid of it.
Okay.
Because you're kind of that not human, you're a superhero.
Right,
All right, you're
okay.
superheroes. It's what you can do. You can also just get rid of it during downtime in the game, which we won't have because this is, a one-shot preview game, and we're not exactly going to have a lot of shield time.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Is the body bleeding?
No,
Or is
it just looks
he's just naked and like
It's naked and
unconscious?
asleep. It's not dead.
Oh, it isn't dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
You seem so disappointed.
I just was so shocked. I totally pictured it dead. Can I do an action to try and heal myself and get rid of this?
Yeah, you can roll to change the game.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna roll to change the game. I want to check in my bag to see if I have any like extra strength triple antibiotic ointment.
I would also like to roll to change the game because the other end of my
Michael, you got to mic up.
Yeah. What do you mean you want to hear me? Sorry.
How dare you?
So yes, I would also like to roll and change the game because the other end of my baseball bat has resurrection attributed to it.
Oh, great.
Okay, yeah.
Dang, that's
I will let you roll first, and actually, you know what? You have like a superpower for this. You can go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Okay, so then I might not have.
So that is 11 all told. So.
And you were so what juice were you rolling with?
I wasn't rolling with juice. I was just rolling with.
Well, your juice equals the power of the roll.
Right.
So.
Okay. 1.
Okay, so you tap her with just describe it.
Hold on a moment.
Ooh.
Unorthodox, I know. Do you feel
And
better?
That knocks it down to a 2.
Great. So now I'm at 2.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now I do feel better. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'm going to now try to look for triple antibiotic and just see if I have any like various gauzes or whatever first aid kits.
Okay, you can
Like,
look.
where's my Neosporin?
Yeah.
You have,
Yeah.
So you're going through your Birkin bag.
Yeah.
Of course
yeah.
it's a Birkin bag. Why wouldn't it be a Birkin bag?
Yeah.
And what are you rolling with?
I'm gonna roll with a pure professional.
Okay.
And I guess that's pretty much it, because I don't think anything else will help me.
All right. So you're rolling with a 1.
Great. 8.
Okay. So you can burn or you can give or reduce a status. I assume you're going to be reducing that status.
Yes.
So it's now status 1.
Okay, great.
So it's like your shirt has some holes in it and you're a little bruised.
That's fine.
Yes.
Great.
So Lucky has run off. The cardigan has fallen, and you could see that there is.
Can I try to do something about Lucky
The
running
cardigan
off?
is
Yes.
fallen.
The cardigan has fallen.
So as he's running off, I'm running after him, and I'm trying to look for when he passes some kind of a wall or anything behind him. What I want to do is I want to throw my sword and try to pin him into a surface.
Cool.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
All right, because I'm looking for the opportunity as I'm running after him because I want to use I just know.
I'm
and I
gonna
saw
take
that
this is
coming.
take the risk, by the way.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. So
Because it's stupid.
So I'm
It's
gonna,
kinda-
it's kind of stupid. So I'm going to use I just know and saw that coming because I'm predicting his movement. And when I see my opportunity, I'm going to use Deity of War. Sword play is easy.
All right.
That's
Cocked.
Lommeled.
Lommel. No, that was last show.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that's above 10. So
Okay, it works. You manage. He's running by a very thick tree, and his jacket's just kind of billowing behind him at the right moment, and you throw your sword, and it, thwop, and he is stuck.
All right.
And he does that little thing where he takes another step and goes, ah!
And I catch up and I pin him against the wall. So what are you running from, kiddo?
That's when you notice his eyes are just the greenest fucking green. They're like anime green.
Interesting.
Hey, listen, it's just, you know, a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do.
Can I just roll? Can I roll? I just know, and manipulate stooges, and spot a weak link, to see if he's being controlled by Loki.
Sure.
That's an 11.
Okay. He's not.
Weird.
What a douche.
That sucks. Oh, well.
Just a little turd.
I was really hoping that you didn't do this by your own choice.
So, Dashiell,
Yes.
you can see in this anime split car an unconscious body next to a giant pile of copper that has been stolen and reclaimed.
Yes.
It's Lou. It's Lawrence. It's Lawrence O'Gill. Naked and passed out in the trunk of this car.
What?
Oh, by the way, now that you're okay, I take your cardigan and just like drape it over him. Just like cover
Over
it
his
up.
naughty bits. Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll, buddy.
I'm going to. I'm also going to roll with... I'm the boss? No, I burned I'm the boss. I can't really add anything to this one. That's okay. I'm just going to roll straight. Got some juice. Got a reroll. Gonna use that reroll. Thanks, Gemethus.
Ooh.
Same thing.
Guess I could burn a juice for a 7 to 9.
Okay.
So, with using that juice to get me to 7 to 9, my investigation exposes me to danger. The clues I get are fuzzy, incomplete, or part true or part false, and whoever or whatever I'm asking the question can ask me one question as well.
Ah.
You got Lucky pinned, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you don't know that. I mean, you just saw me run off after him.
Well, I feel like once I see Lou, I'm kind of turning around, trying to investigate what's going on. And as soon as I see that he's pinned against the tree, I'm walking up with my Louisville Slugger. What the hell did you do to my friend, you pizza? Restraint. Yeah.
He puts his hands up, and he's just gonna go, he's half of me, mate. Nothing I can do about it.
Wait, what did you say?
He's half of me, mate. Nothing I can do about it.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's right. I'm smarter than most of you. Right. Okay, I'm a leprechaun. Actually, since he's pinned to a tree, it's more like, I'm a leprechaun. Fun fact about leprechauns. Lugerkan.
Sorry, St. Patrick's Day. You have to understand.
I don't.
He's me and I'm him. We got a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing. He goes to sleep, I go to wake. I had Loki over there smash his head in, so I'm in charge for a little while. It's been awful fun. Stolen a lot of things. But hey, you got me pinned, so you get a wish.
What were you going to do with his spear?
Mass chaos. Blow up stuff. Have some fun.
Technically, I've asked more than my one question.
Yeah, you did, but it's not really...
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
Never playing by leprechaun rules.
Apparently.
I wish Luke were awake.
Oh, well done, Crash. Well done.
I'm just gonna throw him over my shoulder and just carry him back.
So you're carrying Lucky as Lou sits up. Why is it? As Lawrence O'Gill, Lou, sits up.
Flask.
Why am I naked? And why is it snowing? What time of year is it?
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Larry.
What the fuck is going on?
Well...
Who's the one with the silly haircut and who she got over her shoulders? His shoulders. Your shoulders?
Well...
They and their frosted tips. And I throw the sleeping corpse into the mangled car.
Descriptors are
onto the
important,
copper.
Lawrence. Arguably, this could be described as your better half. Would you care to explain, perhaps, how we came to be where we find ourselves now?
I got nothing. I have no idea what's going on.
Nothing.
How did I get in this trunk? You can roll to investigate.
All right. All right. I'm using dependable. I'm actually gonna use the crew tag Aegis and Tuatha, if that's okay
That's
with everybody.
fair. Yes,
That works.
we're all here.
Great joy because it is St. Patrick's Day, and
You're really milking that one,
I
huh?
am, yeah, St. Patrick's Day.
Hortitortitor.
All right. So that is 11 all told.
Okay.
So this
3 questions.
Yeah, Lucky said that he was part of you, you were part of him. So, have you made any bargains recently that we should be aware of?
Absolutely fucking not.
Can you think of any reason why you would find yourself in the trunk of this car?
I absolutely cannot.
Can you, pointing at Lawrence, think of anybody who would want your spear?
Probably my drinking buddy.
I'm out of questions. I can't ask him anything else.
I will.
Okay.
You guys can still ask him
No, I
questions.
know.
They just don't have to
I wanted a
answer.
guaranteed answer.
You can ask whatever you want without doing investigating, but you won't be able to tell when it's like, that's not entirely true.
Yeah, like that might be a lie.
Right.
No, this is time for good cop, bad cop. Crash, go for it.
What's his name?
A drinking buddy?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, your horse. Bren
Oh,
says.
the horse was Enbar.
I want to meet Edbar.
Lenny. Well, I named my boat after her.
Lenny Bruce? Lenny, come on, more
I
specific.
named the dog Indiana.
Lenny Jones. It's
Lenny Jones.
yeah.
Okay. Do I know that name?
Nope.
Oh, Daddy.
What do you want, pumpkin? And he just walks over. Zachariah, now that you can see him, he still has the gun in hand, by the way. This man is like 8 feet tall.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
He's mostly beard.
It's just a beard and like a hat.
And a very nice suit. That had to be custom made because he's so fucking big.
Nice wide.
Oh yeah, he's got like the shoulder pads and everything.
Did you get the spanakopita I sent to your office by any chance?
Yeah, of course I did, Parker. Of course I did.
Nobody likes to suck up. Do you know who Lenny Jones is?
Beats me. I gotta shoot this guy.
No, he's
no,
fine.
no.
He's fine, Daddy. Thank you.
Now you. Sorry about shooting you.
That's fine. You know, I'll forgive. Won't forget.
It's funny because I know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know you, so.
Cute. I'm terrified. Don't fuck with this one, all right? New family rule. We don't fuck with
I
this
wasn't
one.
looking to, Dad. I wasn't looking to.
I know.
You're the one what shot her.
When you got a Loki on your hands, you shoot. Where is he, by the way?
Where is he?
Where is Loki?
And he's gone. You guys.
Oh, man.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well-
that's how that happens.
Just like Loki. Just
Okay.
gone.
can I try and, like, figure out where Loki went?
Totally.
Okay, I want to investigate, and I want to use tracking, snooping around, incredibly observant, and yeah, I'll use just those 3 for now.
Okay.
So that'd be 10.
Nice.
No,
And you're not asking questions. You're kind of
I'm
snooping
just
around.
snooping. I'm
All right, so you can get to ask me
14,
questions. You don't got to do it in
thank
character
you.
or anything.
Thank you for
Okay.
the sub.
Hey.
Hey, iDragon, thank you.
Hey,
thank
thanks
you.
for the-
Where's the noise? I usually hear a ding.
It did. It
was
came.
there.
It came.
Ah.
It's totally there.
I'm losing my hearing. In my old age.
So, should I just describe my snooping?
Yeah, just
Or
Go ahead and describe how you're snooping, and you can ask me, since you tagged it with 3, you get 3 clues.
Okay. Okay, I want to see, I want to look around and see if he's left any footprints leading to where he's going. Any tracks?
You actually do find the tracks. Thanks to the snow, actually, considering the snowstorm, I'll give you a +1.
Oh, great.
So you get 4 clues.
Yay.
You see these footprints of nice Italian shoes, and then you see hoof prints.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Fucker turned himself into a horse. He can do that.
I was gonna say like he turned into a horse or like he got on one.
No.
Yes.
He's done both.
Okay. And so I can see clearly where he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
All the way.
Okay. It's pretty far up. He's gone up the road. He seems to be following it back towards the city proper. However, since it's a snowstorm, you're going to lose tracks eventually.
Soon. Okay. I want to look around and see if there's going to be, if he's left anything in the car that would indicate like a further goal of his.
Actually, he has.
Okay.
You find his wallet.
Nice.
Yeah. You find his wallet and his cell phone.
No pants, no wallet.
No pants, no wallet. Okay.
You can definitely tell this is the burner phone, but it doesn't change the fact that there's still information on it.
Okay. I want to dial *69 on that phone. Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Is that still a thing?
Sure.
I'm going to say yes.
No, I can just look in the history of the phone.
I forgot we're in modern times.
Oh.
You probably could start 69 though. I don't know.
You know what? I'm just
happened.
going to do *69. I want to just see what will happen.
Yeah.
Well, and you get the added plus of charging Loki's account.
That's true. Collect. Okay.
Talk slow.
Okay.
I'm looking
Hello.
for.
Hello?
Oh. I thought this was one of his burner phones.
It is. You know what? He's just a little bit preoccupied, and he had me call to tell you that we're all.
You hear the clacking of a keyboard on the other side of the phone.
And he just says he's going to be a little bit late, so he said to halt the plan for a day.
Oh, that would be very impossible at this point. But thank you for calling.
Oh, then just halt for however long you can?
Oh, we can't. It's already in motion.
Okay, and then he just said also just like for a memory thing, like what is the plan?
Obviously, Agent Loki has been compromised. Therefore, we will have to. I hate doing that one. Okay, well, thank you for your time. And they hang up.
Okay, I'm really afraid of this phone right now, so I'm gonna like throw it.
Oh, it explodes.
Okay.
It lands and then.
What happened? What's going on?
I didn't get very much information. There's a plan, and it's gonna happen, and they can't stop it. I don't know where it is or what it involves, but it's gonna happen, and that's it. And it's Loki's plan. And there was someone taking notes on a keyboard.
And I feel like maybe it involves my copper.
Yes.
I'm just like still like angrily looking at the number.
See, this is what happens when you mess with the feds. Let this be a lesson to all of you.
Do I have one more left, or am I
Yes,
done?
you do.
I do have one more left. Okay, great. Can I know you're not gonna like this, but can I see if the car is like hot wireable?
You mean half of the car?
Well, isn't it just like
Well,
is
it's
it
like
the...
anime, like 3/4 style.
Oh, so it's 3/4.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say it will run. It won't be fun, but it will run.
But it will be a very visually impressive thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I want to hotwire the car.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a change the game roll for this one.
Okay. Okay. Can I use incorruptible?
This is definitely not an incorruptible thing. You are stealing a car.
Stealing a car. Okay.
Stealing it. It's already got a ruin.
Okay, I got nothing. 9.
It will run for a little while. It ain't gonna be a fun ride. It's probably gonna break down or explode later, but it will work.
Okay.
I like those odds.
Okay,
I'll
great.
drive with Dad.
It's
You
St.
all-
Patrick's Day.
You all are not welcome.
Okay, I'm just like sitting in the car, like looking around. Oh wait, holding the bottom half of the steering wheel.
Bottom half.
Yeah, because there's no top.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
I am sitting on/in the trunk with the copper.
Okay.
Just
I'm
like
shotgun.
facing backwards.
Okay,
Like,
great.
With my Louisville Slugger.
Excuse me, Mr. Just call me Agus. Mr. Agus, can I have red with you? I'm very naked. Yeah, sure. Just give him back.
I'm very naked. Excuse me, he has the cardigan.
He has a cardigan wrapped around his waist.
Oh, actually,
That is a mithril cardigan.
like
Thank
an
you. Thank you.
apron almost.
Yeah. He's definitely aproned your cardigan.
He's like crab walking so that you can't see his back.
Oh, you can still see his butt in some panels.
Yeah. Okay. Well, should we follow the tracks? They're right there.
Absolutely.
Okay. Run, 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 run.
And you are off. You follow the tracks as the snowstorm begins to barrel down on you.
God.
And you see
I can try to stop the snowstorm.
You can, go for it.
Okay. Let's do power over weather, all weather. Emotional distance?
That is not relevant
No.
in any way, shape, or form here.
That's probably all I can do.
Steven, could I petition for a montage at this point?
I'll allow it,
Okay.
because we are getting towards the end of the game.
Okay.
No, definitely not.
And the montage allows us to get back burnt
Oh, wait.
tags, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Just because, you know, we have a lot of delightful cutscenes and panels of her trying to drive the car, and I'm like, wait, no, you gotta do it like this, and blah, blah, blah.
And because of the snowstorm not letting up,
yeah.
and all the
Would it help if I got out and pushed?
No, can you just be quiet and
Or if we
just
both
let
Listen,
me
I'm just trying
drive?
to. We're all moving towards the same goal here. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and it'll move quickest if you just close your trap and we
Curses
can
in
keep
Gaelic.
driving.
While this is happening, since we are doing a montage, I'm gonna work the case,
all right.
and I'm gonna have some of my dad's goons investigate the
Loki?
Jones, Larry Jones. And
It doesn't take long for one of the upper stooges to just be like, look familiar. He turns his iPad around. It's Loki.
oh, okay, cool.
It's actually Loki with a really bad mustache.
So then Loki was a friend of his. He got him a deal, or got the leprechaun a contract with him. And somehow this is all wrapped up with missing copper.
And someone referring to him as Agent Loki.
Yes,
Yeah.
Agent Loki.
So during the montage, you get the roof back. What are you two doing?
I am recovering from my last activity because
Okay.
I'm one left. Oh crap! I didn't do that for when I rolled because I still have one, so I didn't -1 for my last roll.
That was a physical one, so
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
going to say that one counted.
Okay, so then I guess I'm going to recover from my last activity to get rid of that
right.
last. Yeah.
You should get these laminated.
That's the plan. That is totally the plan.
Well, as a matter of fact, I believe if you go to cityofmist.co today, they are having a special sale on things.
They're already sold out of those. They've been sold out of those for a while.
That's
Really
okay,
want them.
but if you still want to get the print book, you can get it for less expensive.
If you give me some of them, I may be able to laminate them at my production office.
Yeah.
But no, go to cityofmist.co today because
But
they're
do
having a
that.
special
That's what you
St.
should do.
Patrick's Day sale. That's what I was
And
saying.
it's an amazing book.
Yes.
It is.
Favorite
That
role-playing
is a
game.
gorgeous book.
It really is.
It really is.
So, with
Oh, by the way, I'm sitting with my copper and cursing the fact that I can't change the weather.
The snowstorm begins to die down as you hit the edge of the city. And there you find the St. Patrick's Day parade. Somehow they managed to pull it off despite the snow.
And without me there.
And without you there. And you know it's going to go by your block party.
I am 100% beginning to panic because crowds make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're like going into.
So I definitely have my weakness.
The two of you, as you're sitting in the front seat, you see the crowd and you see all the people lined up on the sidewalk as the parade floats come by, and you spot it. It's very faint. You don't have to roll for this one. We're getting to the end. This is like the epilogue for the one shot. There's a splatter. You will know this before anyone else. You will see it too. A splatter of red in the snow that's being covered up as the hoof prints change back into stumbling footprints and stumble towards the street and stumble towards the city and just kind of fall over into a snowbank where no one sees it. And that's where you spot him. Loki is dead.
Wow.
And that's where we're wrapping.
Jeebus.
Oh.
Good lord. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
This was my first time running City of Mist.
This was my first time playing City
my
of
first
Mist,
time
if you didn't
Same.
guess.
It was fun. It's
Very
really
fun.
easy to pick
It's,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. Once you see someone do a move, they're
No,
like, oh,
seriously.
I understand now.
Yes.
So fun.
It is a great system. I'm going to be studying it like I'm back in grad school because I want to make sure when we go live in April.
Back in grad school, that's fancy.
Must you rub it in?
She must. She really must.
We will. I want to make sure we have this. I am just able to run this completely smoothly with no holdback.
Sure.
So, real quick before we show you a little best of show for Uncanny Valley, our Monday Chronicles of Darkness storyteller crossover game, which is coming to an end on Monday. I'm sad about that.
I can't believe it's over.
I know. Real quick, Uncanny Valley, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time here on Saving Throw Show on Monday. It's our finale. It's going to be a big one. They're stopping the apocalypse. Night Steve, thank you for the bits.
Hey.
So, my name is Stephen Pope. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram as StephenJPope22. And like I said, you'll find me here this Monday. You'll also find me here Monday again in April with these lovely ladies, along with Jordan Pridgeon and Sydney Steckham from Uncanny Valley. So that's great. Apart from that, in 2 weeks, you will also see I will be on the season finale of Razor Ridge on Happy Jack. So check that one out. And let's go ahead and have our plugs and everyone else. Alyssa,
first.
you'll start us off.
I am Alyssa. You've just watched me play for 3 hours. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Alyssa Appleton. And if you are interested in web series that are shot from a fixed camera angle, follow us.
Similar to Camilla?
Similar to Carmilla, yes.
Oh, wow.
I have a web series that I wrote and produced the first couple of episodes of, and we are premiering in April at Klexicon. It's called Total Party Kill, and you can follow us on... you can follow us on Twitter at TPK_series or on Instagram at Total Party Kill Series, and you will see all of our updates and when we are going to premiere online and if we can get funding for the rest of the season. So
Hell yeah.
check us out.
Hi, I'm Kelly Nugent. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Kelly Nugee. That's KELLYNUGEE. Hang out with me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Kelly Nugee. Woo! Listen to any of my podcasts. Teen Creeps is the podcast where I talk about YA pulp fiction of the 80s and 90s, like
love
Christopher
that.
Pike, R.L. Stein, Fear Street, all that stuff. You can listen to me talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel the series on Hellmouthy. You can listen to me talk about relationships in the context of fandom on the podcast on the podcast Same Day Shipping. And you can listen to me on an adventure RPG podcast called Thank You for Questing. And those are my things. Woo!
Wow.
My name's Buckle. I don't do anything.
At all.
You can find me doing storytelling. I'm going to be telling a story on the Uncanny Valley new podcast, which we are calling Uncanny Valley Cancer Cell. It's a new campaign in the Uncanny Valley universe where our table of players will be playing ordinary humans on a ghost hunting reality TV show.
Oh, Jesus, that's brilliant.
Who will stumble upon actual paranormal things and possibly be turned into paranormal things. We'll find out. So join us on the Saving Throw Podcast Network for that brand new show.
Along with Experience Pointers, brought to you by the Cave Kellermans and Gaurav Giladi.
And Deanna from Uncanny Valley will be joining us. Steven will be playing along with 3 or 4 totally new players. So it's going to be very exciting.
Yes.
Hi, Michael Holmes, again, the most handsome and most modest person on the stream today. I have a couple of writing projects in the works. Steven and I are going to be doing a superpowered RPG podcasty thingy that is still kind of ill-defined at this point, but we might be doing it. And
I'm making it happen.
Yeah, well, I know you will, because I have very low bandwidth right now because I have a newborn, and I love that kid to death because he is just the most awesome. Thank you all for tuning in today.
You're so cute.
For the Sub-a-Thon. Saving Throw show means a whole lot to me. It's really a great honor whenever I can appear on these shows. Give them your support, give them your love, and stay tuned for wild cards in about 30 minutes?
Yeah, about 30. We're going to do a little interview.
Give or take.
A Q&A and stuff.
Jordan Caves Kellerman, Megan Caves Kellerman, Jordan Pridgeon, and Gaurav.
No
right?
Jordan Pridgeon tonight, though.
Oh, no, Jordan Pridgeon.
Zeke tonight.
Zeke. All right, that's fine. But turn it in anyway because it's a really good show, and Jordan is one of the best GMs I've ever been with. Just saying. Just saying.
And he's not just saying that because he's in the room.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta step out so you can.
Okay.
All right, step out so we talk all the shit about you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all
Not
for
that you
tuning
can't just
in.
go online later
For
and
City
see.
Mist, though, this was really, really fun. Steven, you were
Thank you.
great.
Yes,
Well
thank
done.
you.
Thank you. It was hit and miss there for me.
Love,
But-
love.
Love.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, and hey, thank you for everyone who subscribed during our little block of this marathon. It
Yes.
means
Yeah,
a
you're all
lot.
awesome.
Yeah.
We don't have huge sponsors. We're completely self-funded. We are funded by viewers like you. I'm going to steal that from PBS because I do not care. So you guys really help make this possible, and it means a lot. So thank you. Dom, do I have anything else to plug besides?
You're gonna be talking in just a second over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be plugging. I'll be over there. I'll be on the couch. It's comfortable over there. I've fallen asleep there many times. Will I be alone, or will they be joining me?
It'll be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise. Holy shit! I'm terrified of surprises.
Shut up.
We're gonna see those Uncanny Valley clips.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna show some Uncanny Valley clips. Tune in tomorrow. Not tomorrow.
Cut to
Tune in
dank memes.
Monday for the dankest of memes and shotguns, monster boyfriends, and glitter on Uncanny Valley. Once again, I'm Stephen Pope, and thank you.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Listen, I got a really hot pair of shoes that'll make you do the Macarena until you die. So,
By the way, if you ever call my friends commoners again, I'll fucking send you to the 16th century.
It has a lot of.
What?
Is it Haley or Harley?
It's Harley.
It's Harley.
Canonically Harley.
Shit, now I gotta redo all my notes.
If there's one thing I know, it's how to treat damaged hair and bleached hair, because I've been dyeing my hair since I was 17.
Flames. Flames. Flames on the side of my face. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need a little something something.
I don't like this.
how about a kiss? With tongue.
Go ahead and roll me persuasion and manipulation.
You told me to make friends, Gary.
Who's Gary?
Barry.
She needs some coffee. Get this girl
It's been
some
a long day,
coffee.
Barry.
And Sam jumps out. She brought her here. I can't believe she brought her here. That divorce was final. It was recognized by the Pope. It was recognized by the first Pope, I'll have you know.
How old are you?
Catholic?
was, and you are what you actually are.
I'm so glad I got these. You guys have no idea.
She's not a Neshmaki though, because Neshmaki are more known for being
Is she
powerful.
the weird-looking kind?
She's the hideous ones.
Makar are the deep sea ones.
Yeah.
She's
Ugalu.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of made-up words.
There
I
are.
know, right?
There
Who
are.
writes this stuff? Thank you, Onyx Path. I love you.
Fan, we love you.
I know to stop, drop, and roll, and what to do in case I get bit by a snake, and who's running for mayor in Topeka.
Gav goes, Gretchen, not now.
You never let me have any fun.
Listen. We're gonna have to put you on a registry if you keep doing this.
I'm lonely.
Yeah. You're only in a library full of all the other things that you are.
You don't understand.
Gretchen.
I used to be the prime erotica. Now everyone thinks they can be like me. You got 50 Shades of Grey. You got the E.L. James. You got the NASCAR Harlequin romance stuff. You know what I used to be about? I used to be about hard sex and liquor.
Hey, fuckers, listen up. Sam, there's cheese involved in this.
Yeah, fight the power.
I don't have sweat glands. This is horrible.
I think we're all a little evil.
We have people we may have to dispose of.
I'm a useless lesbian.
Hi.
Hey. Hi.
And I look deep into your eyes.
Smile with your heart first. The rest will follow.
I don't mean that in a bad way, but you're special, honey. Thanks for joining us, and hey, have a good night.
Good night.
Hi, now we're over here. We went all the way across the room. We were there, now we're here.
What the
whole
fuck?
cast. I know, right? What the fucking dude? It was. It took us way longer than you would think. It's really not that much space. Yes, we did a lot of investigation checks. Wow, it didn't go well. All right, so thank you guys for being here and subbing and all the great things. And you got to see a sneak peek of Legacy, which is really, really exciting. So here's my question for you guys. What made you choose the mythos that you all had today?
Who wants to start?
I'll start. All right. Hello, this is DJ Magic Mike. So I have actually been actively listening to the Myths and Legends podcast, and about a month ago they did the Finn McCool legend, which is really, really fascinating. Finn McCool is like one of the quintessential Irish folk heroes. And Stephen approached me about doing this stream, and I was very, very happy to do it. And then about 3 weeks ago, I had a baby, or rather, my wife had a baby. So I got a little pinched for time, and he was like, "Do you want me to make your character for you?" And I was like, "Yes, please." And when he made the Dachta, which is like the good god of the Celtic mythology, I was like, "This is just as good as Finn McCool." As good as I could have hoped. So thank you for that. And who else wants to take this mic from me? All right.
Yeah, Athena is a really old reference, actually, because I wasn't sure who to play, and Steven remembered way back in college, many, many years ago, when we first met, we were part of a Humans vs. Zombies game, and we formed an organization in the game where we all had code names, and our code names were Greek gods.
Oh,
and
cool.
Mine was Athena way back then, so he thought, well, why don't you do Athena? And I love that because she's overpowered as crap. Like, think about it. She's good at everything.
Yeah, she is.
She's scholarly. She's diplomatic. She's good at fighting. She comes with like a sword and a shield by nature. So I thought that would be very fun. And then when he mentioned that he wanted to make a sort of crime family in this world, I was like, well, it's got to be Zeus and Athena, and like all the good gods like have to be the crime family, right? So it was just such a really fun idea that he already had for the world, and I thought, well, I'll just flesh out an NPC for you.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I actually came up with my idea for my logos first, and I was like, okay, well, if I know that she's gonna be this like super like micromanagey soccer mom type person, I was like, okay, maybe I want a god or goddess that's involved with like order, but then I was like, but maybe there would be a fun like twist if it were something a little darker than that. And then so I was like, maybe like something about revenge. And then I found Nemesis, who is like vengeful in making sure that people that don't deserve their happiness get it taken from them. And I was like, well, that's a perfect person for like a PTA mom. So then I like made it it ended up feeding into the building of both sides of that character. And I was like, it ended up just being perfect.
That's cool. I love it when stuff like that just comes together and it just feels perfect. Yeah, that's great.
I will go. I had the same experience where I created Bren in her human form first before I decided on my mythos. But in choosing to have her be this like weapons forging hermit that lives in a mountain, I was like, well, who can I look at that sort of is both that but also something completely opposite? And I've always been very interested in Norse mythology. And my brother lived in Norway for a while, and so I went and visited him. And so I've been very interested in that, and I was looking at all of their gods and all of their goddesses, and even like Scotty, who I eventually decided on, and the idea that it's like, oh, she lives in a mountain and sort of had this thrust upon her through marriage and then got divorced because she was like, well, I want to live here, and he was like, well, I don't want to live there, and she was like, well, I'm gonna live here and you can go and live wherever you want. And I was like, I think that's perfect for what Bren is. And it was a perfect marriage for me, for the two of them.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Especially with gods like that you don't know as much about. Like I've heard of some of these other ones, but not that one. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, so was this everyone's first time actually getting to play City of Mist? Yes. Yeah. Well, why don't you tell me what was like your most favorite thing that you experienced today, or maybe something you're excited about?
I will start because I have the mic. I'm excited to. I mean, I'm always excited to get to role play a new character because I just think that that's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to get into someone's skin. But I have read the City of Mist book only once, and I'm rereading through it to try to learn all of the rules and everything again. And I just think it is so detailed, and there's so much that is available for someone who is role playing as an actor or as a writer or as whatever you want to call it. It's just there's so much story that you can play with that's mostly what I'm excited about, is that there's so much that goes into it. So for me, that's what I'm stoked for.
Yeah.
Sure. I just really, really love how rich the setting is, because it is everything that I want in my superhero role-playing games, because it is kind of like, yeah, we're all super sexy because it's like crime noir, but also we have superpowers. And then putting the patina of having like either you're a god or you're a legendary place or you're some sort of mythic object on top of that. I mean, Amit and the whole Son of Oak design team, they really deserve a pat on the back because it's so well done. And I mean, everything that is powered by the Apocalypse that I have played, I've really enjoyed. And somebody else take this mic from me right now.
I'll take it. Okay. And no one else will ever get it again.
Oh my.
Honestly, I'm sad I don't get to play more. Like, all of your characters were really, really fun to interact with, and the world is very unique. And I didn't have any previous interaction with it other than just Steven saying, I love this game, I can't wait to play it. So I got to come in with a complete clean slate. And I have to say, the most fun you can have at a table is just listing off all these little idioms and phrases that make you better at this. And like twisting words, right? Because it's not just what the ability means, it's the words you use. Because later you'll be like, can I throw a rock with larceny? You know, like there are ways in this game where you can use abilities for things that you didn't initially think they would apply to. But because of the wording, you go, oh, well, actually. And that's really fun to have that active thinking and actively twisting the character sheet to fit the scenario. It keeps you engaged as a player. It's not just like, I'm going to roll to sneak. Like, you really are thinking about every move and how you should execute this ability to make the most power apply. And that makes you play in a different way. It makes you creative.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like stuff like that too.
There were a couple things that I really loved about playing this, and for sure, like a lot of the feeling that you get from a game is like from the table of people you sit down with, but there is definitely this feeling to this game specifically. Like there's this very rich, and I think you kind of mentioned before the setting, but like when you sit down and play this game, like you know exactly what kind of city you're sitting in, and you know the feeling of the city and that grimy underbelly and all that stuff that's like so satisfying to get to play with, and it's so like intentional, like all the details are very intentional in this game. And so that's a thing that I really loved. And then also I think maybe this is like my Slytherin stripes showing, but I was like you get to be really manipulative in how you, like, if you're like, I want to do this thing, but like it isn't like a no rules game, so then you're like, okay, how do I make it fit into like one of these moves, and then like, okay, I guess it's this, and then I'm gonna try and like power it up kind of with what you were saying with like this is me being like wrathful and then like it just kind of it tests how inventive you are and really keeps you on your toes, which I really like.
That's cool. Also Slytherins represent.
Yeah.
Oh, you too, huh? There we go.
I got two. Yeah. I win.
May I have the mic real quick?
Please.
Yes, I just want it on record. I'm actually a Hufflepuff Slytherin hat stall, so
I've gotten
I'm a
Gryffindor
Slytherpuff.
and Ravenclaw before too.
Yes.
I've gotten
Slytherin first.
Hufflepuff.
I've only ever gotten Ravenclaw, no matter what.
Wow.
As the day is long.
Yes. Yeah, so I don't know if I could really answer this question or not, but I've never played a Powered by the Apocalypse system that I didn't immediately fall in love with. And this game, you can do anything with it. And I love that because Michael's character had a baseball bat that could destroy a building and kill 9 men with one blow and also bring people back from the dead. Alyssa has a spear that's a necklace and then it turns into an actual like fucking weapon that can break anything. You have a sword that you pull out of your purse, fucking Scott Pilgrim style.
It's made of people's tears.
It's made of tears. You can, and the pre-made characters, I've never looked at a pre-made character and thought anything other than, okay, I'm not looking at that. The pre-made characters are this 14-year-old fox spirit, Little Red Riding Hood who can summon a wolf. There's so many things you could do with this game. Excalibur was one. Oh, cool. And she is awesome. There's so much you could do with this game. And as a GM, I was just like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Fine. Dibs.
Yeah, I get that. I love stuff like this game does sound super cool. And Powered by the Apocalypse, I've not gotten to play a lot of that myself, but anytime I have, I really do love it. It's great. Well, cool. So this might just be a question for you, but can you tell us anything that we should expect for the upcoming first season of Legacy?
Yes. So I'm taking a lot of cues from Hellboy, Umbrella Academy, and a huge one, and I'm very upset that this is not going to be part of the raffle, but Gail Simone's run of Secret Six, where it's it's mediocre to bad people trying to do good things poorly. Yes, that I don't know. It wasn't a very popular comic, but the idea behind Secret Six was they're anti-heroes. They're not great at it, but they're doing good things. And they're weirdos. It's just fucking weirdos. And I really wish and as happy as I am, I got you two here today, and I love both of you, don't forget that. I was very sad Jordan and Sydney weren't able to be here because their characters are so bizarre.
Really are.
Yeah.
Yes. I love you both, and I'm glad you're both here.
Sounds cool. I'm looking forward to it. And do you? I think you already said whenever Legacy actually starts, but when does it start again? It starts what, the third week of April?
I want to say the third or fourth week of April.
I think it is. It's after
Dad.
Second,
when do I
9th.
start?
It's whatever after the 9th, not that one, but the following Monday. That's when it starts.
I don't know.
Yeah, math. I don't know. You guys have calendars.
I'm gay and can't do math. We know this.
So do we have any questions for chat? For chat. It's from chat, not for chat. We're not going to ask you questions.
For chat.
We want to ask you questions.
Are you having a good St. Patrick's Day?
Oh, I hope that's a yes. I hope that is a yes. Any questions?
Also, why did 3/5 of my table not wear green?
Sorry.
Judging. I'm judging.
I mean, doesn't that...
Didn't do it.
I mean, I lived in Ireland for a very long time, so...
It's close enough. It's close enough. Yeah. Do we get any? No? Nobody has no questions asked? Okay. Well then, let's, why don't you guys tell me, other than this game, other than maybe even any Powered by Apocalypse games, what is the RPG system you've really enjoyed?
The Chronicles of Darkness storytelling system. It's what I cut my teeth on. It's, I learned to play Dungeons & Dragons with 4th edition, and then I discovered the World of Darkness, and there's a reason I don't play a lot of D&D. Yeah. No, that's my juice and jam. Yeah. Very happy I got to bring that to save.
What was the first, was 4th edition the first RPG you played?
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm a unicorn like that.
Yeah.
Phoenix asks, is there one thing in the system you want to do in game?
Okay, so DJ Phoenix asks, is there one thing in the system that you want to do? What was the last part?
That you want to do in game.
Is there one thing in the system that you want to do in game?
Is that for me or everyone?
Everyone. Anybody who has a thought?
You've got the mic.
On the spot.
I've got one.
Okay, great.
There's one mechanic where you can essentially evolve your one of your sort of, what are they called, the headings, your logos. You can evolve it. So like if you reach a point in your character's development where their previous goal either has been achieved or is no longer attractive to them, you can then roll that over into another phrasing that has the same flavor. Your character is the same, but their goals are different. And you level up, and I love that in a game when it allows for growth as a character, and you get to a point where in Chronicles of Darkness, it's your aspiration, right? Aspirations are meant to be short-term and long-term goals, and when you reach them, you get experience, and you immediately get a new aspiration. And it's always nice to see that quality in a game, where you get to keep growing your character always.
I'm just going to piggyback off of that because I didn't have an answer before. But I totally want to do that for my character because I think that Missy has a lot of darkness ahead of her. And in order to grow, she has to be broken down quite a bit. And seeing a character that's so obsessed with control, like, become then broken. And also her whole thing with trying to find frickin' Paul. I'm interested to see how that ends up going. Paul, mine enemy!
I can't wait.
Anyone else? All right. Do we have any other questions?
Question for Steven.
Oh,
Do you have
hi.
any legends, myths, etc. that you want to use as a City of Mist player?
Oh my god, I have so many.
Hold on, let me repeat it because they can't hear that. So that was a long question. So say it again for me.
Do you have any legends, myths, etc. that you'd want to use as a City of Mist player?
Do you have any legends, myths, etc. that you would want to use as a City of Mists player?
Oh my god, if I got to play, I have so many ideas. I would St. Francis of Assisi would be a fucking blast. I'd love to play the Dagda, that was a character I really wanted to play, so, of course I was going to make it for Michael. Amaterasu. I actually found out that it's not hard to do pop culture ones, so I was thinking maybe like a Sailor Moon one.
Whoa.
I'd love to see that played out.
That's cool.
Yeah. I have a laundry list. It's a lot. I love this game. I want to play it so bad. That's why I'm running it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of interesting stuff going on over there that I keep getting distracted by it. I'm sorry, everyone.
There is a lot of interesting stuff going on. All right. More questions?
Well, I have a question.
Oh, you have a question? Yeah, what's your question?
So, have any of you guys read the Percy Jackson books? And if so, if there's anything you want to incorporate from that into your game?
Have any of you guys read the Percy Jackson books? And if so, is there any bit of that you would like to incorporate into the game?
I have. I'd love to bring in, satyrs and stuff because I have a soft spot for goat people. And I'm actually going to avoid how they handled Hades and Persephone because that drove me up the wall. 13-year-old me had opinions.
I have not read those books.
They're good books. I enjoy them.
Okay.
I like the next series after it where it's dealing with the Romans. Have you read that? No. They're even better. Yeah, highly recommend.
Cool.
Get on those. Yeah.
Right.
Cool. Well, we were asking what your favorite RPG was beyond. So, and also, I think it's interesting to find out what first RPG you ever played, because generally we expect it to be D&D, but I don't think that's really the case anymore.
Okay, so favorite RPG and first game you played, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I'm pretty new to the RPG world. The first RPG I ever played was the Buffy RPG.
Oh, cool.
And that was super fun. I just got a leg grab. I liked that. And then the first time I ever played D&D was here. And it was 5
in the mini campaign.
Yeah,
5e.
5e, and I was like, so at first I was like, oh my god, there's like I had never played D&D, so I was like, oh my god, there's all these rules. But then it's more just like if you just sit down and do your work, then it's fine. And then I was like, oh no, I'm addicted. And then I think other than that, I've done like one-off like horror RPGs. Oh, I love 10 Candles. I love 10 Candles. 10 Candles is really fun. It's like there's like 10 candles, and the end of the scene, like you blow out a candle, marks an end of a scene if you fail a roll, and then the GM gets to be really mean and start a new scene. And it's not survival horror, it's tragic horror. Everyone dies.
Everyone dies. Yeah.
Oh, so it's like Dread.
I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. As far as I know about those two games,
so it was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, my first was D&D 3.5. Which kind of ruined me for D&D, honestly, because I got so used to that old way of doing things that when 4.0 came out, and now 5e is a very streamlined version, and so I sit down and I use all the wrong words and I don't know what's going on.
I am very much the same. I started with 3.5 and I have to go, wait, what? And now I'm confused.
It was like a year and a half every Sunday, 8 hours.
Whoa,
It was a really long, intense campaign. Where I ended up being the avatar of a god, and you get to that epic level stuff, and at that point I think you've done everything that D&D has for you. But after that, my friends in Oklahoma, when I would come back from college, started playing World of Darkness games, Vampire being the main one that most people knew about at the time. And then when I would go back to school, Steven was really into that too, and so we would play Changeling and all kinds of fun stuff, and Mage. So that quickly surpassed D&D as my favorite game because there's such a focus on storytelling. You know, there's still dice rolls to add that bit of randomness, the unexpected events and failures and successes, but at its core, it's about telling a story, and the stats never get in the way of telling the story.
Yeah, I like that too.
So that's why, when it comes to continuing Uncanny Valley in a podcast, it was just obvious, like, well, of course, like, if I'm going to do a show, it's going to be a World of Darkness show.
Yeah, that's cool.
Me. No, I'm pretty much on the same page as you because my first RPG that I ever played was also D&D 3.5, but it was not nearly that intense. So like when I came to 4 or like when I came to 5e, it wasn't as like difficult for me to make that jump. But I agree with the fact that I really love World of Darkness, and it's actually fairly new. One of my really good friends and one of my writing partners came to me with an idea because he wanted to write a series of films that took place in this world. And I was like, oh, I've never played that. And he was like, oh, well, I run games. And I was like, I would love to play them. And so I went with him, and now I'm in a Wraith campaign as like a techno Wraith that he is running. Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. It's amazing. It's unbelievable, exactly because there is so much storytelling that exists in it. And I'm actually playing one of the characters that we're trying to write in the film. And it's a lot of fun. And it's I don't know, I just have a really good time playing in that world. And with the amount of storytelling that's in there, I lose my mind.
God. So first RPG system, is that what's going on? Okay, so oh Jesus. Okay, so I actually got the red box choose your own adventure style thing in about 1988. Which I think might have been AD&D second edition era. I don't think it was still the original D&D rules, but that was my initiation. And then actually very shortly after that, I started playing the Ghostbusters RPG from West End Games. God rest their soul. Oh, and you asked me what my favorite system is. I feel like the system is really dependent upon the game master, and
I'm saying this with both people in the room. Steven running Masks the New Generation was an incredibly great experience because he felt like he empowered the players to make their own decisions. And Jordan Gaves-Kellerman playing Deadlands is an amazing GM. I just have to say that. I really, really do. I'm sorry. If I go any further, I'm going to get mushy, so I'm going to leave it at that. Every GM I've ever had has been great, but some are better than others.
All the GMs are great. Well,
I have to give an honorable mention while we're talking RPGs. There's a little homebrew one called Everyone is Fred. And it's you're all playing a schizophrenic man in an insane asylum, and all the players at the table are different personalities, and you all have to work together to take control of the body in different turns and escape the asylum. And it's not a campaign; it's like a one shot, but it's the most fun.
I've heard of that, but I thought it was. I'm thinking of a different.
It might be a different name. But we called it Everyone is Fred.
Oh, okay. I was are there two of them?
Name,
There's Everyone is John.
That's the one I know.
The name we chose to change the name based on who our guy was.
Cool.
So I can never remember the real name because we changed it every time we played. But that's like a definite honorable mention. Like really fun time.
That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming and chatting with us. And I think that we have something to give away now.
Yes, we do.
Right. We have a City of Mist PDF. Is that correct?
Yes, we have a City of Mist PDF. Did we unlock anything else?
Nope.
Oh.
So close. Just City of Mist. So tell me again who the winner was because I can't remember that far in advance. The winner of the City of Mist PDF is Dragon Gem.
What?
Dragon Gem.
Woo! Yeah.
Yes, you got it. Now, next for you. Actually, if you're just tuning in, I'll tell you a little bit about what we're doing here. So this is our Sub-a-Thon. That means if you sub, if you increase your sub level, if you gift a sub, if you resub, that you will be entered into whichever show you sub during that drawing. And for our next show, which is Wildcards, that is our Savage Worlds Deadlands Reloaded show, you will be getting, I believe it is a Savage Worlds Player's Guide, or is it Deadlands Player's Guide? So the Deadlands Player's Guide and the Savage Worlds Core Rule Book.
So they're getting 2 books.
Yes, you'll get
that
2
is
for that one.
fantastic.
Yes. So
I'd
if you
sub.
Sub, gift, resub, or upgrade your sub. Any one of those will count. And if you gift a sub, both you and the person you gifted the sub to will get an entry into that. So there's potential for you to get multiple entries in that way. Yeah, I think that covers it. We're going to roll some clips from our wildcard show real quick for you. And also for tonight, we are actually playing different characters on our wildcard show. We are down Jordan Pridgeon, but we have Zeke joining us, which I think will be a lot of fun. And Pridgeon will probably be here later for interviews after the show. So stay tuned. We're getting ready for that.
Roll that beautiful.
Going through this grass.